What they do? They ban BAP into the Winston? Okay. I guess because I knew that Zeta is going to try to play this Orisa comp. Okay. I see it. I'm seeing it. Never seen Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights? No, I actually have not seen Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights. I do want to see it, though.
Bernard is back on the Orisa. Here we go.
I'm gonna need
Ready to frag.
Wait, actually a perfect 50-50 Pred? Well, yeah, but they banned the
no one thinks
BAP.
Zeta's gonna 3-0.
But they banned the
Wait till
BAP,
you
which I
find out
liked.
that Burner is starting on his best hero. So is Flora. So is Alpha Yi. So map 1's finished. I think map 1's just won at this stage. I'm gonna give it to him.
Nah. Believe in AGG. Surely they can make this Ball, Genji, Ashe comp work into this when there's no BAP available for Zeta. Nah. Avast is not a fan of the Semitic holidays. Hashtag nudicine. No, that's not. I mean, I just haven't seen Adam's.
How do you beat this Burner? Look at him. Look at this guy.
Dude, he's actually just shooting people across the map. Punch Drunk Love is his best movie. Is it Punch Drunk Love is better than Uncut Gems? That can't possibly be right.
Hits that shit.
That can't possibly be right. Uncut Gems has to be better.
Can we get old Orisa back? Bring back the Bongo.
Yeah, bring back Bongo Orisa.
In the history of the game.
You can get Bongo if you play Stadium.
Pixels clears them all. Yeah, Adam Sandler's movie's Pixels. One of the best. Kinda hate the Brig Kiriko backline. I think it works. Well. I think it works for maps like this, but I do
Not a fan of this Ashe start from Aid. I'm honest. Honestly, he should probably be on cast here as well. Shut down Burner.
But also, I don't think they'd play. I don't think they'd be playing Brig Kiriko if BAP wasn't banned. Like if BAP was not banned here, they would not be playing Brig Kiriko. So. Fucking play Juno, but what if they don't want to play Juno? I also don't think Juno adds anything over the Kiriko for if you're not gonna be rushing. Well, I guess Juno. I guess to be fair, you're rushing. You're kind of rushing, so you can use the speed ring. So
I don't think you need to rush though. Like Brig Juno is just a very stable backline for every type of comp. Like we even started to see dive comps play Brig Juno a little bit.
Okay, they're getting fucked by this. Like, AGG not be able to play Winston, like not be able to ban another tank. They're just getting fucked by the Orisa. Like it's actually 100-0.
Well, Milgaru has to play. Probably has the next. If he can't like play Winston.
Well, I mean, I think he could.
Working,
I mean, but can't Milgaru play? Yeah, he has to play Hazard, right? Yeah, that's what to say.
Although I don't know if the ball's a problem because he's a good ball, and this is like a reasonable ball map, but he's not Junbin.
No, he should probably just play Hazard. He really should just play Hazard.
The thing is, even yesterday, Zeta beat Junbin's ball. So if Zeta beat Junbin's ball, Milgaru's probably not gonna win. But yeah, Burner, map 1, he's already just dominating. He's already dominating map 1.
What's Avast theory? Avast theory. That's a good that's a good question. I haven't developed my own theory because we have Avril theory, but we need the Avast theory. It's a very good question. I haven't developed my theory yet. I think my theory is that the Avast theory is that if you're below the age of 24, you get really mad at tier lists in esports. That's the Avast theory.
Okay.
The Avast theory. You will get mad at tier lists in esports if you're below the age of 24.
But then, like on your 25th birthday, you just get
then you're like, oh, my frontal cortex is developed now. My frontal cortex is developed now, so I'm not mad at them anymore.
You get the you get the firmware update on your 25th birthday. Like, oh shit, I finally understand life now.
Wrong. I'm 25 and get really mad at the plat chat tier list. Okay, well then the problem is that your mental age is below 24.
Shit. Didn't get the firmware update.
Yeah.
Did you click? Wait, for the 25-year-old, did you click restart and update inside your brain? Did you do that yet? It just sounds like you didn't get the update.
Did you perhaps like do some mods? Did you perhaps like, you know, it's like, did you hack your like Switch? Did you essentially like did you put a secondary like OS on that?
Did you jailbreak your brain iPhone?
Yeah.
Ocean says the Platchet tier list was good. See? I thought it was good too.
It was a perfectly reasonable tier list within the context of the pre-stage. Legitimately, well, you know what? Actually, what I'm gonna like, this is my only serious comment on the matter. The only reason why it was bad, why people didn't like it, is because of the European, our take on EMEA, because everyone that got really mad at it was European, and that's it. Because Europeans love to get mad at things because they have suffered no real hardship. And that's fair. I mean, that's, you know, you guys essentially are the equivalent of like the undying land.
You don't have a world war like every 20 years to even them out. You know?
Yeah.
Marcus is killed too, by the way. We've just started the round, and Burner out the gate is killed too. And if you hit that spear, he would have just killed three.
Yeah, he would have killed three if he hit that spear.
He would have just spared Milgar off the map and killed 3. Jesus, this guy's insane.
It's okay, Flora's dying. It's okay, Flora has died on the Oregon Trail. Dude, Bernard is actually fucking popping. Dude, Bernard is actually fucking fragging.
This guy's gonna play the match again. This guy's gonna play the match again.
Dude, Bernard actually farms. He farms so fucking hard. You think this is even of your Irish viewers? I mean, I think, in my opinion, for the Irish, is that the Irish have suffered, but not for a long time.
Also, didn't
they've had it good for the last 2 decades.
Gosh, I forget his name, but wasn't there like one really active like Irish Overwatch community member? Like,
yeah, there was. There was a guy that did all the Irish World Cup stuff. For a long time.
I don't remember his name, but I just remember being like super active. I would know it if I saw
The Irish were in a very bloody civil war.
I remember the guy you're talking about. I forgot the name, but I remember who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like we remember his deeds. We've just like the name has been lost to history.
Do you not know the Troubles of Avast?
I do know about the Troubles. I mean, that the Troubles is what, 50 years ago now?
I think it's like 30. It was in the 90s.
Am I going crazy? Was it 90s?
I'm pretty sure.
If you're talking about like the IRA stuff, then I think
yeah.
Was that 90s?
The Troubles, because that's the show Dairy Girls is set during that time.
Oh, for some, why did I think the Troubles was in the 70s? I don't know why.
Look, there was a reason why, like, I mean, it eventually became a drink name that.
I thought the Troubles was in the 70s.
The drink name didn't get canceled because it wasn't as much a thing back then, but like the Irish car bomb, like that was actually the drink was named after an actual occurrence, you know.
Huh. Well, you know what? I learned. Well, to be fair, I kind of knew that, but I learned I updated. I did a BIOS update to the fact now. I did a BIOS update to the fact.
Is this streamed on YouTube at all?
No.
Nah. It's streamed on Soup.
Soup
and
Cup.
then from the co-streamers like me and Avast.
Yes.
Why am I waking?
Dude, Bernard is
why is that?
fucking...
Because Avast is paid to be awake.
I have contractual obligations to be awake. Dude, Bernard is actually fucking these guys, like, over and over again.
Gigalore, I'll be honest, I got compromat on Solomon, and I found out like how he doesn't sleep, and now I'm also the non-sleeper.
Dude, everyone's come out to fist bump Bernard. Everyone's just coming out to fist bump Bernard and be like, holy shit, your dick is so huge. Everyone is coming out just like, they're literally just coming out like, dude, Bernard, I'd suck your dick. Like, all of the Zeta binge.
Yeah, they did all just specifically come and fist bump
They literally all come in there and be like, Don, you're so fucking hot, Bernard.
They're all standing behind Bernard. Every coach is standing behind Bernard.
Everyone's like, holy fuck, Bernard is so fucking good.
He was insane. Dude, I don't think I've ever seen Arissa carry that hard before. That was ridiculous.
That's why they have the privacy screens under the desk. Which Zeta Division member is getting the best head? Yo, T1 just won, no need to watch. Don't know why they streamed on some LCK channel, though. That's true. That's true. I don't know why they did that. That's very odd. The Alvin Chipmunks theory. Yeah, Alvin Chipmunks theory. Bernard, when receiving head, becomes the best server, the server admin. It becomes the server admin.
Dude, I just like went to Reddit to like look for more details about like the genesis of the exact date of like the Irish car bomb being a drink. It's on our out of loop that goes, what is an Irish car bomb and why is it considered inappropriate to order in Ireland? And the top comment is, it's like going to America and ordering a 9/11.
But the difference is like 9/11. I think there is. I've been to a bar that has a 9/11 like cocktail or like, and it's like funny. It's like
ZP. Gigalore has another question for you.
Why am I not co-streaming Ignite OCE on Fight Night? Well,
yeah, ZP.
don't
doing,
think the
ZP?
OCE teams have any prayer of doing anything, given the qualification in that region.
Oh, this guy's racist.
Are we able to see the stats for this?
Apparently,
No.
there are teams that got in being like 0-9.
Yeah, it's quite tragic over there.
I'm sorry, you're talking about the region that I could have potentially have casted if Marvel wanted to
Yeah,
hire me.
but Marvin Rivals
Yes.
didn't like you.
Yeah, you're not a Marvin's not a fan.
Yeah, Marvin's not a fan of you.
Oh damn it.
I turned my sound way down, so I have to try to figure out what ZP is saying from context clues. I don't understand. If you turned your sound down, wouldn't it be down for everybody? Why just ZP?
Yeah, wait, what? Wait, why do you have to turn me down?
Well, it also doesn't make sense because he's turning down my stream, which will all have the same universal sound.
He's isolating frequencies. Because ZP is using the voice changer to make his voice deeper, he can just cut his
that's true.
voice out.
Imagine that. As opposed to just finding the right microphone, setting at the bottom of the microphone.
All right, I turned up ZP. He's really low. I turned him up. There you go. No one said anything about that, but I turned him up. Everyone was just letting ZP be low as shit, but that's fine.
There's a drink called 911 at a coffee chain that apparently gets called the 911 more than you think.
American calendars remind their citizens to listen to DJ Khaled's band Arab Attack on 9/11. That's so true.
What is this?
So true.
Buzzmo. It's a buzz.
ZP having difficulty accepting that he's getting turned down. Well,
That's called rejection therapy, okay, guys? ZP practices getting turned down so he can be socially, like, he can be a social Chad. My speaker's sound balance sucks regardless. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really understand the point of listening to well, I guess that's not true. I do understand speakers, but I feel like I don't understand the speakers at a PC. Because I feel like, why do you need speakers at a PC? Like, wouldn't you just wear headphones? But why? Why not just wear your headphones?
Because I prefer to have like full sound and awareness rather than headphones.
What are you talking about? Full sound? Are you on the Western Front? Are you worried about them what are you talking about?
I got to keep my head on a swivel, you know, since I live alone in my apartment. I don't know. I prefer speakers to headphones if I'm not like actively engaged in something. I feel it's like more of a passive experience.
I don't know where thingies on my ears all the
it's
time.
the full fucking Fight Night old man squad.
I did raise the average
Almost.
age by joining. I'm sorry.
God, I wish I could be part of the Fight Night squad. God.
Well,
hey, we did invite you to the co-stream. You didn't show up.
yeah, you're choosing not you big dogged us.
Oh, you want to do the one where you get paid? Fucking bullshit. You pay so well, so much money.
Is Hex like those paranoid men that are looking for attackers out with their family all the time?
I
Yeah.
just want to get paid by hexagrams.
I don't do the pay.
Yeah, you'd be getting paid by Justin.
When we go to a restaurant, Hex always like makes sure to face the door, so because he never wants to be surprised.
No, actually, that is legitimately a Justin thing. Now that
Did I miss Bernard's game? No, Bernard just finished pounding though.
whenever we go to
Bernard is
Justin,
just finished pounding, like hardcore.
I'm thinking like,
yeah. ZP's thing at a restaurant is always ordering something for the table that no one asked.
what do you mean?
You'll always order an app for the table.
It's
Because
true.
people eat the app.
That's true. Or ZP will alert the server that someone at the table is really high for no reason.
God damn it.
We were at DreamHack and
that was
ZP
wild.
turns to the server after Texas had just finished like essentially making everything weed related like punishable by smashing your balls to death essentially. And then like the server comes over and is like, "What are we having today?" And ZP says, "We're gonna get some nachos," and then looks to the guy to his right and says, "This guy's really high."
He goes, well, you're on.
I don't remember
He goes,
saying- I thought
well,
I
you're
said
on
he's just gonna
edibles,
really
so
need
should we get
them.
another order of nachos?
And like Texas had just like banned everything weed related.
Well, you're on edibles, so let's get more nachos for the table. It was a classic ZP double digger.
And luckily the server does not give a shit because most people don't care. But like if that server had been an undercover like Texas state trooper, we would have been in a lot of trouble.
Don't ever hide in ZP's attic.
AGG banned Tracer? They banned Tracer? And dude, I mean, Zeta's just gonna pound them, right? With fucking Hazard being banned.
Tracer ban. What are we talking about here? This is.
Yeah, but Zeta banned Hazard. I think they just win. I think they just win. They banned Hazard. Like, what does Milgaru play?
Milgaru's not in.
Oh,
He's been replaced
is
by
it Jasmine?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, they're gonna play Winston then.
No, Jasmine was going to play Orisa. It's going to play an
Oh,
Orisa.
we'll play Orisa? Okay. Greetings.
I'm trying to figure out the Tracer ban. Tracer ban might be a like a Freya protect or some sort of like aid hero pool protect. I don't know how much Pelican was really going to play Tracy. I feel like Pelican normally plays Genji here anyway, no?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he does play Tracer, though. But, yeah, I mean, I think Genji is more popular. So.
Well, he selects the hero Tracer. I'm not sure he plays Tracer.
He selects. Do state troopers often moonlight as servers? In Texas, maybe. Trying to catch guys that are high, looking to get nachos at a bar.
There was real danger at that moment.
Hashtag Zeta males. Dude, why is that not Zeta's like hashtag? Hashtag Zeta males? That's a good hashtag.
Males.
That's a really good hashtag. The nachos theory. The nachos theory. At least what is the nachos theory exactly?
Good question.
First time chat, Falcons. Okay, is there anything else you want to add there? Overrated too? Or you're just gonna say Falcons? Are we talking about the bird? The team?
What about the bird?
Guy that's just really into Falcons?
Fun fact, I've seen a Falcon in the Middle East.
Have you?
It's true.
Have you?
I did.
Did you see a hawk in the Middle
Sure
East?
you did.
No, he didn't go.
Yeah. Did you see a hawk Tua?
I think that might be banned in the Middle East.
Dude,
That's fair.
That kind of behavior is not allowed.
Talking Kalusia DreamHack was kind of run us him going to EWC is like, you just kind of went for the paycheck, right? I was like, yeah.
That's
the
called
most,
being
like-
honest. That's called being honest.
Or what?
For EWC, like the NA team, like
Did he,
Kalusia's on.
did he play? Wait, what team
Yes.
was he on at EWC?
I don't remember, and that probably says it all. Like they.
I know, that's the problem. Is like I don't remember who he played for EWC as well.
But I would think when
I
Nightmare
don't
and
remember
GK.
all- fuck, it's probably on like.
My gut is
For
telling
some
me
reason,
GK.
like after
My gut.
N80,
I
I
haven't
thought he
been
was
watching
just
NA
gone. Or he's
religiously
just
No,
because of my
he
schedule.
made an appearance for the paycheck. Like
My gut
was,
is telling me
like,
GK.
in and out.
Did N80 play at EWC? I'm trying to remember.
Actually, yes. I
Last year,
think.
yeah. Yeah.
He did?
I believe so.
Shit, I didn't know it was my
Why
first
can't
chat
I
I just
remember?
wasted.
Because they didn't do shit.
The only thing I really remember from that side of the bracket was Nightmare doing better than anyone expected. Yeah, that was only a year ago, and I don't remember.
You don't remember shit, huh?
Yeah, he did play with M80 in World Cup last year.
Oh, it was M80. It was Tree, Spectra, Kaluge, Liar, Ultraviolet. Yeah, it was M80.
Dude, the Sunjin Venture kind of hit. The Sunjin Venture
They,
did be hit.
and I think they only won one map, and the one map they won was against Bleed Esports.
Match, yeah. They won one
Yeah,
match
match,
versus
sorry.
Bleed, which they nearly lost that, by the way, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And then they
yes,
got
yes.
4-0'd by Falcons, and that was it in the actual playoffs. That was it. True, M80 did go. That's right.
That's right. Yeah, and then Fnatic ended up shitting the bed. That's right. I forgot about that storyline.
Oh, that's
They didn't, shoot
right.
the bit, they didn't shoot the bit that hard. I think they lost to an Ants that looked pretty reasonable.
Well, they lost to Nightmare, and no one expected that. And then it was kind of.
We
they just had,
definitely
like,
thought
weird
Fnatic
results.
was going to be a lot stronger at the event than they were.
For
I did.
probably losing a Nightmare was a bit of a more of a shocker. But then again, I don't know. That Nightmare org has some aura. They consistently beat.
Well,
the
they have
Korean
they have
teams that
they
you
have
don't
aura
expect
in aura in Overwatch. They do not have it in Rivals. I'll tell you that much.
Right. They should just transfer the entire Overwatch team to Rivals and they win everything, right?
True, true. Well, guess who's on their Rivals team? They have Hydron. Hydron's on that team.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
Not well.
How's Hydronius doing?
Not well.
Nice.
Not well, unfortunately.
Again, the thing that I can't get over, which didn't really dawn on me until yesterday, is just the fact that if you lose like the first 2 matches of the first week, you're just literally out for 3 months. Like that feels a little brutal.
Well, it's a tough world out there. It's a cephalopod eat cephalopod world.
Oh, because like the cycle is that like Ignite itself is going to go for another 2 weeks, and then there's probably about a month break between like the end of Ignite and the stage 1 in the mid-season LAN, and there's probably going to at least be another like month break between like the end of the LAN and stage 2, if not longer. So it's like if you just get knocked
I have a
out
question.
now, what?
Is it about Pelican pounding? Is it about Pelican getting a 3K
No.
blade?
No, a different animal though. Do cephalopods eat other cephalopods?
I would imagine so. They're
Cuttlefish are
carnivores.
cannibalistic.
They're carnivores, right? I'm pretty sure like every animal carnivore will eat other men. Well, not other men.
Those guys,
will eat
those
other
guys,
animals.
those guys don't give a fuck about intelligence. They just eat each other. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they're just hungry. They're hungry as fuck. They're like, I need my gains.
I think it probably varies on species because octopus are kind of just like ambush hunters, right? And they're territorial, so they don't really run into other octopi. But cuttlefish are like in squads, and they're fucking aggressive hunters. So I imagine that cuttlefish.
Pack
are
hunters.
cannibalistic. Yeah.
Dude, if they're so aggressive, why are they called cuttlefish? Like, aren't they supposed to be cuddly?
It's irony.
But Irony plays
Well,
for a
it's
different team.
Cuttle with like T's, not D's.
Wait,
Yeah,
D's
double
nuts?
T's, not double D's.
Double D's nuts?
The T's aren't D's.
Wait, you're telling me the cuttlefish have crazy racks? They got double D's?
No,
Yeah,
it's T's.
Oh, double T's.
They do like the
And they-
T's. They're racks.
Cuttlefish are cannibals. Like Shia LaBeouf.
We got watch the terror search. In 3,
Two.
2.
He's getting killed.
one.
They're killing him.
Fuck.
They're killing him. They're killing him. They're killing
Okay,
my
I
Bernard.
got it. I was off by 2 seconds. I was off by 2 seconds.
It's okay. The captain still has space. The captain is still looking for space.
Oh, he's got 2.
The captain does not concern himself with living. The captain does not concern himself with living. The lion does not concern himself with employment. That was me for 6 months.
I mean, to be fair, you were the undisputed leader in getting to the final round interview.
It's true. True. It's me right now.
Dude, you were like the Philadelphia Fusion of
Yeah.
people getting interviewed.
That's true. I am like the Philadelphia Fusion of getting interviewed. Do not discuss employment with the lion. Do not discuss employment.
Honestly, Hex, we don't have like anything resembling full-time employment because we just don't have the money. But if we ever do, we should immediately like bring Avast in. Be like, Avast, we final round interview. We want to accelerate that.
I'd like to start paying myself more before I start giving to other people.
No, I got it. Here's, Hex, this is perfect. It's you put yourself up against Avast in a final interview, and
Yeah.
then you take the job from Avast.
And
Yes.
then you can send me like a
Avast in the same.
a rejection email and be like, hey, unfortunately you didn't quite make the cut this time, but keep out for some more fight night jobs. Keep on the lookout for some more fight night jobs in the future.
Yeah. To take my job, you need to be mediocre at a multitude of things, so you probably could do it.
AGG's capped their first point of the series. Yes, they have. They have indeed capped their first point of the series. You'd be correct on that, Muffin. Instead, we're currently discussing employment. But I guess to be fair, AGG employment very much matters
You
in
know,
these things.
you know what the best part is though, is that like now it's been enough time that when you go to employment, they're gonna be like, can we discuss the employment gap with you?
No, because I'm just gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know what the proper response
No,
is?
because I signed an NDA.
Yes, exactly.
Or just start your own company, and then you can call yourself whatever you want.
I was in charge of Big Dick LLC.
Ah,
Okay, this window is actually... He ate the Bofida, but unfortunately, they've just walked through the window and taken all the space away. So life is very hard for a jasmine. For a single grain of jasmine rice.
I don't even know how I would like. Oh, that was a nice spear. I don't even know how I would like make a resume now for normie employment. Like the past 10 years of my life is just like, yeah, so I did this thing called esports. Here's a bunch of esports
Well-
shit on my resume that you won't understand.
You would lie. You would
Yeah, I was
lie.
gonna say, well, the problem that you have that a lot of people don't have in esports, but unfortunately I think everyone on this channel does, is that there's enough shame in this channel that none of us are really good about just outright bullshitting on resumes or LinkedIn. Like, you just have to have no shame about lying.
The only thing that's
Yeah, but then what if they check your references and shit, and you like, you know?
Well, that's the neat part. No one does.
It's true. Wait, where did Maka go? Why did Maka just go off the map? I guess they're resetting, but like, that's very funny.
So apparently yesterday, Flora just like walked off the map on Survasa. But like, obviously it wasn't caught on the broadcast, but it was on the kill feed. He just walked off the map. On the only part of the map that you can walk off the map on Survasa.
I mean, it happens.
But it's funny because it's Flora and he sucks.
Honestly, you should tell him that, and you should take a spot on the team.
Oh, well, then I'd be employed.
That's right.
Just use your friends as reference. I won't say that Albert has not put me down as a reference for many jobs he's applied for.
Okay, so one interesting
I
thing
won't not say.
that a story I read a while back. Do you know that there was a segment of people, and this was like a very hot job advice tip, that got like basically catapulted their career by lying they worked at Circuit City after they went out of business? Because like it was just something that went around on the internet, and basically the idea was that obviously Circuit City just went out of business, so they can't check your reference. So you just say that you had like a higher up executive job at Circuit City, and you could then use that as your employment history.
Very hot job advice. You have to understand that for ZP, a lot of the references both him and Hex make they're very early 2000s, late 90s coded.
I didn't. Why do you lump me in there? I've been nothing but modern and topical this stream.
But listen, it's a very important balancing aspect. We need
you know
that.
how I had to bring up the troubles? You know,
Yeah,
that was
the
modern.
troubles.
Avast
Showed a
come work
glacier.
it in and out, it sucks.
Thank you for the 5 months, dude. In and out, truly a banger.
Yeah, that's the
These
good job
lines
advice.
are discussing it.
Just go to the store, shake the manager's hand,
Yeah.
and hand him your resume.
Just hit the
Avast
pavement.
come work it in and out, it sucks.
Just hit the pavement.
Have you ever considered, like, there's probably someone out there that wanted to cast an OWL and their parents were just like, have you considered going up to OWL and just like finding Nate Nanzer, shaking his hand and
Have
telling
you
him,
have you
"I
met
want to
well
cast your
Sean
name"?
Miller? Maybe you need to go march into the Blizzard Arena and go find Nate Nanzer or Sean Miller.
Shake his hand. Give him your resume.
Needs to be a firm handshake though.
Have you considered putting up a casting reel on your Twitter? that's
Oh,
terrible, and
true.
then talking about how great of a caster you are?
True,
despite
true.
all proof to the contrary.
It's funny is I think I know who you might be talking about.
Yeah, he's talking about me.
Literally everyone in esports.
talking about
like,
me.
It's not in.
No, I
this
think
list.
it's someone that ZP linked me.
There's many. There's many.
There's many.
Dude,
Twitter
for a
casting
second
videos
there,
are wild.
Zeta Division had 69%. Did you guys see that?
No.
Well,
mean,
it went by a
need
little
no-
quickly.
need-
It
Went by a
lasted
little
1
quick.
second.
Why a little quick for you?
I mean,
Lost in 1
as it
second.
often does. As it
Yeah,
often does.
yeah, it does. That was so nice. Thank you. Great commentary. Listen, okay, I'm locking in now. Okay, I'm locking in. I'm locking in because this actually does matter because Zeta could just win the point here. I'm gonna lock in for this one moment just for you. Okay, I'm gonna get so locked in, all my bones and ligaments are gonna break from the strain.
Dude, you're gonna get so locked in.
This guy
Jason Kaplan's
immediately
gonna sue
unlocked
you.
in.
I'm locking in. Look, rally happens.
You're gonna be,
They have to
you're
live.
So locked in, you're gonna get locked
Oh,
in.
Jasmine missed a
syndrome.
spare. Burnout wouldn't miss that.
Wait, Pelican's about to pop.
he's
Surely.
close.
Wait, Pelican surely gets a slash.
He's half health.
Wait, he's
Is he
doing nothing.
healed?
He's done nothing. Wait,
Is
oh,
he
it's
healed?
over. Wait, they're going to round 5. They're going to point 5.
See, all they needed to do was get Jasmine in to
Oh.
play Orisa versus Burnout, and then suddenly the game changes.
Yeah. The whole world opens up. The whole world is their oyster.
All A needs to do is play Freya and not Ashe, and suddenly the world opens.
Do you know
Yeah.
you're on a first date if you don't get your date like 29 oysters?
So true.
What?
You know, I was almost
They had
against
just
anti-oyster.
locked in, and then
You
you
want
come in with the
29
most
oysters.
non-sequitur shit.
You sound like that sounds like a Tim
Ziggy's
Erickson, Tim Robertson like bit. Like 29
I'm not the
oysters.
one that said the word oyster.
29 oysters, 29 clams.
29 dates, 29 oysters, 29 job apps.
I just watched his new movie. It's really fucking weird.
I bet.
It's called friendship. And Paul Rudd is
Who
in
knows
it.
about that?
True, true.
What's Tim Robinson? Everything's weird.
Dude ate his new Vungano was eaten. They ate his bofas. They ate his bofas. And they
That's good.
exploded Sunjin.
Actually worth for forcing
Forcing
javelin
the
spin.
sport, forcing the spin.
Yeah. That's how bad the bowler shot is, so you might as well force the spin.
Okay, they capped.
Totally worth.
They capped clapping gif. They capped clapping gif.
They clapped.
They clapped.
What a read. But you see that read from Burner?
I mean, he's kind of moving.
Sanjin off
He's
rip.
moving. He's moving differently these days. Something has changed with Bernard. Something has changed with Bernard. I
This
think
guy-
they
this
gave
guy
the
is
limitless pill.
Precognition. He can see like 2 seconds in the future.
Imagine being able to see 2 seconds in the future. What an incredibly strong power.
You could.
Hey, that might be enough to save your life one day.
Oh, dude, imagine you're on like an airplane's about to crash and you can see 2 seconds into the future. And it's just like, this plane's gonna crash! And then everyone's like, what? And then it crashes.
No, I think you'll know, dude. You think it takes 2 seconds to crash? Surely the engine fails and you start losing altitude for way longer than
if
2
you're
seconds.
on like the Ocean Gate sub, like you would definitely know like 2 seconds before. Like they didn't even realize it just like would poof.
See? There you go.
Yeah. So these are all horrible situations.
See, Avast should have used that
One's the
example.
knowledge.
It's like that in Edge of Tomorrow. Okay, Edge of Tomorrow is not quite the same. It's a little different.
That is completely.
Those are kind of like
Tomorrow was
different.
a
It's kind of like,
documentary.
Tomorrow.
so it's a little different, but yeah. I see what you're saying there. Okay,
Arcana?
Zeta 1. They're doing
Elcano?
it.
Well,
Okay,
oh, yeah, they
let's
won.
fucking
They won. They
go.
won.
Let's fucking go, my Zeta
Didn't
people.
even need to pull-
Let's
didn't even
fucking
pull the
go,
blade.
my Zeta division. Let's fucking go, my Zeta division. Let's fucking go, my Zeta division. Bernard
Can't
actually
wait
is
when Zeta
fucking
plays
though.
T1.
Dude, it'll be good.
That's tomorrow, right? That's tomorrow?
I think
That's
does it
tomorrow.
not does it
Zeta
not
T1's
depend
tomorrow.
on the does it not depend on the result of tonight?
No. The seeding matches, it's a round robin.
Oh, okay. Oh
Everyone
yeah, that's
plays
right. It's
everyone.
round robin. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is round robin.
What's going on right now?
They're all coming to talk about how Bernard's so fucking handsome and good again. They're all like, Bernard, you're so fucking handsome and good. Dude, you're perfect. Never change.
It actually was hilarious after map 1 when all the coaches fist bumped Bernard specifically. And like no one else. It was so good.
Do you think after the matches are done, like, do you think the coaches for Zeta are like, okay, now everyone line up and everyone's gonna kiss Bernard on the lips and give him $10? They're like, dude, they're like, everyone's, but they're like, no, but I don't have enough money. And it's like, Finn, you will kiss Bernard. Do it now. And give him those $10 for carrying your bum ass.
I mean, I don't think it'd be $10. It'd be like what, 15,000 won.
It'd be $15,000.
It'd be 10-1.
No, it would not be 10 won.
Well, it'd be 10 ones though.
10-1.
Oh.
Oh, that's a math joke. Yeah, we get a little crazy up in here. We're talking about for any of you young children watching. This is now the math segment. We're gonna teach you what ChatGPT can't.
I was told there would be no math.
Grok help make sense of what is going on right now.
The lion does not concern himself with basic algebra.
I'm not sure the lion ever did.
This lion, maybe the lion you know of, but this lion does.
The lion will be eating the cephalopod
By
today.
the way, I have a statement I'd like to make. Actually, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. I have a statement I'd like to make.
Fuck, here we go.
Wouldn't it be easy as fuck to be a Greek philosopher? I just want you to think about this. Like, literally, these were just like
Yeah, but
dudes
then
that
you'd
had
have to be
all.
Greek.
No, oh, well, sure, but they wouldn't like. Wouldn't it be easy as fuck to like look like the smartest dude at the time? Because it's like, okay, my family owned like an olive farm, and thus I don't have to like die in 40 winters, and so I'm just gonna walk around the streets of Athens and just say whatever the fuck I want. Everyone's gonna be like, dude, this guy was really profound.
So you're just saying, wouldn't it be easy to be ultra upper class?
Well, but
Yes,
it's different
that's what
because
you
like
do for
also,
every segment
but
of
no, but it's
society
different. It's
ever.
different though because if you're ultra upper class in like the 90s, right? Like, yeah, your life was easy, but no one remembers who the fuck you are. But like, if you were ultra upper class in like ancient Greece. You could just randomly be a dude that's like, yeah, this guy really talked about how important it was to be happy, and everyone's like, wow, so true,
You know what?
so true.
You know what else would make you a really good Greek philosopher? Is if you could see 2 seconds into the future.
That's so true.
You'd be an insane Greek philosopher.
So true. How many dogshit philosophers? I don't know. How many philosophers were locked in Pislo Elo? What was like Pislo Elo for philosophy? Like, what is it? Like, what's like the masters for ancient Greek philosophers?
Baseline, like, what was Socrates in Elo?
I would need to know. But most upper class people from ancient Greece aren't remembered either. But surely there has to be a higher proportion of upper class ancient Greek people remembered.
To me, this just
percentage wise.
Like,
because there's just less people.
Easy to be the daughter of an actor in 1990, and then you become an actress as well, right? It's the same shit.
No, because I'm talking, but it's also a percentage game.
So
it's a percentage game. There's less people.
Are rich and they fund your influencer career.
But the thing is, but there was less. I'm saying, but there was less people. There was like way less people. So it was a percentage basis. Your chance of success was still high.
So name as many Greek philosophers as you can in the next 10 seconds.
Okay, Dionysus, Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. Who was the guy? There was some other one. Wait. Give me a second. The guy that did triangles. Fuck. Isosceles. Yeah, he was a philosopher as well. I would say, is Alexander the Great count as a philosopher? Probably not. He's more of a military figure. Probably not.
A warlord and a little bit of genocide. But
I was gonna say Homer, but I think we don't really know if he's real, so probably not Homer.
Okay, so let's.
Pythagoras.
Let's see you max out at.
How dare you forget Epicurus, by the way?
Oh, Epicurus. Yeah, that's true. Epicurus. That's a good one. Avast goes. Yeah, that's fair. But your reach was significantly lower back then. But I mean, I didn't need my,
Okay, so what do you think the population of ancient Greece was? You said there was too few people.
I'm gonna say like, in all of ancient Greece, I'm gonna say like 500,000 to 600,000.
Okay, well, it's estimated between 7.5 million to 10.
What? They had that many people? What the fuck?
That's still like not that much, like
right. But I'm saying you're talking about 10 people out of 10 million, right? So it's like.
What the fuck? Wasn't 90+% of the Earth's population like exist in the past like 100 years of the Earth?
I don't know what to talk
By the way, this guy said Dionysus. That's a fucking Greek god.
Yeah, that's like the Greek.
Oh, sorry, Diogenes. I'm gonna say Diogenes, that guy, not Dionysus.
Dionysus was also a philosopher.
Okay, there we go. Perfect.
It's both.
It's both.
The
I win.
God of tits and wine. And
I win.
Also a philosopher.
I win. Now, technically, I was wrong. I was right for the wrong reason.
You're telling me the Greek god was a philosopher?
No, because there was a guy named Dionysus the Renegade. He was a philosopher.
Wow. Imagine
Dude.
naming yourself after a god. It'd be like calling yourself Jesus.
I mean, to be fair,
An Overwatch player named Jesus at one point.
I'm going to technically not a god, but I'm going to raise your question of what about the name Muhammad? How does that fit into your theory there? Because technically not a god, but
I'll give that one a pass.
I'll give that one a pass. Okay.
Isn't that like one of the most common names in the world, or the most common name?
Yeah, but the thing is, Avril was like, oh, so you're gonna name yourself off someone that's religion
ZP, but have you
adjacent?
considered that 90% of the Muhammads have only existed in the last 100 years?
I don't know if that's true, but it sounds like it could be.
No idea.
It could be true.
Well, there are people named Jesus. So.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair. There's also a guy named like X. He's like the son of like a really like controversial guy. I guess he's not really a guy. He's more of a child. He's not really a guy yet, I guess. When does a child? When does a child become a guy? You know, when does that happen? When does a child become a guy? What's the cross off?
After you stop getting mad at tier lists, I think.
After you stop getting mad at tier lists. Okay.
I think
that's probably where it is for me.
It's like the first time a baby accidentally does a thumbs up for me. If you can do a thumbs up, you're a guy.
A guy or a little guy? No, a guy. Also, I did see that Orisa was banned. AGG is like, we're not playing the Bernard Orisa. Bernard says, I will be locking the Zarya.
You do have to start as a full guy, though. You don't just, little guys like the.
But what if you're like a really fat baby? Like, what if you're like the Rizzler? Like, are you a little guy?
You're still a little guy.
Are you a little guy? I guess so.
You're a little chubby guy.
Little chubby guy. Pirates of the Caribbean. Thank you, Finn. Appreciate that
Respect
one.
the Rizzler? I mean, just because I'm saying the Rizzler isn't a little guy doesn't mean that I don't respect him. His size has nothing to do with his respect. I don't live in the animal kingdom. I don't need his size to be relevant to my respect. Hello, Teku. How the game's
Just
been?
got wiped out.
First one was
Showing that he's
fine.
once
This
again
one's
a fraud
this
on
one looks like
fire.
Zeta's just gonna pound AGG, honestly. Would you want to be the Rizzler? If I could be given like a do-over pill, I'd be the Rizzler for sure. I'd definitely be the Rizzler.
Oh,
If I were to be like sent into like some sort of like isekai anime where it's like I was reincarnated as a social media child influencer, I would be the Rizzler. For sure, for sure.
Imagine you're in the reincarnation store and they say you can only choose from this rack, and it's this social media child influencer rack.
And then they'd be like, okay, and also you have to have childhood obesity. I'm like, really? Do I have to?
Well, I mean, it is kind of a prerequisite for being a child influencer. Like, you got that, you got Honey Boo Boo,
Wasn't there one of the original child influencers, like, I think his name was like Little Hercules or something, also like end up like super fucked up? He was like bodybuilding at like 8 years old or something.
Yeah, he was in a movie.
no. That sounds like child abuse from the parents. Supplying them with like steroids or some shit.
Anytime a child
probably,
is
yeah.
a social media star, it is some level of child abuse.
Yeah, that's true.
And if not from the parents, from me and their
All right, Big Son. Real
Oh
quick, Big Son.
my Lee Sumin's son. Holy fuck. Lee Sumin's son or Flora daughter? What do you guys think? What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Wait, on an Inside Edition interview in 2015, Sandrak, the Little Hercules kid, says, quote, he quit bodybuilding when he became bored with it after his father went to prison. Okay.
Non-binary child Bernard. Oh, okay.
Well, NP.
Yeah, like there's a big interview of him where he's like, by the way, my childhood was abusive.
I have no other way. By the way, I have no idea who the fuck Little Hercules is.
He's some like child bodybuilder whose like dad gave him steroids, which is super
Basically.
fucked up.
And he was like all over the media, like in the... Like,
Dude, AGG are pounding this. But I think they've used every fucking ult, so I'm pretty sure Zeta's just gonna win with their grab.
Yeah, but what if Jasmine eats the grab? What a Chad he would be.
Jasmine could eat the grab. That is theoretically possible. That is theoretically possible with the Sigma. But I'm pretty sure the thing is Zeta put like literally every one of their eggs in the basket of we're gonna get a grab now that they're out of ults. And if A just like fucks upon them, then they're in a sad fight.
Getting fucked upon.
Like this is like Zeta actually could just get first held here. They could get first held. They literally put it's all on Bernard hitting this grab. Everything is on Bernard.
It would be kind of weird to see Zeta 3-0 AGG, so it'd be nice if AGG fall back. So you know, I'm
I don't
okay
think it'd
with
be
that.
weird at all. I wouldn't think it'd be weird at all personally. Me personally, I think it's weird that you think it's weird.
Oh, here it is, big
Yeah,
grab.
it's big, it's big,
Oh,
it's
Bernard
very.
got
Wait,
rolled.
Bernard's fucking dead.
Oh, Flora.
The new, I mean, yeah, Flora.
fair.
Yeah, I mean, Flora daughter has
He's just
done it.
shooting. He's just shooting bolts into
Yeah.
the grab, so you know.
Yeah, that's true. Me when I'm a English like longbowman and the crossbow gets invented, he's just shooting bolts. Like it's not impressive, guys. He's just shooting bolts. Like it's not even hard. It's literally not even hard.
Me, I have to pull back this entire string. Him, he used some mechanical contraption.
Your reload rate is way higher than a crossbow, though.
Yeah, also, like, it was physically exerting to, like, reload a crossbow. Like, that shit was not easy.
No, they used tools. They didn't even do it by hand. What are
Okay,
you talking
no, yeah,
about?
but you're using tools, but it still, like, took a lot
And
of
that's
stuff to,
why, like the
fucking tool.
13th century youth are so fucking weak. Like they don't have to even draw their fucking bows by hand anymore.
Well, actually,
Nobody wants to crank crossbows
they've
nowadays.
done studies on, like, the skeletons of longbowmen, and, like, apparently, like, doing the longbow from a young age, like, actually deformed their skeletons.
Yeah, and the crossbow guys were like really like stupid and lazy and fat. Like yeah, comparatively, like Crossbows really ruined this world.
Crossbow guys.
They really ruined it
fair,
all.
The fucked up thing in Warfare was when like the first guns actually started working because those really took no effort relative to that.
That's true.
And they fucked up armor. Like if you were nobility, you used to get like this cool ass like custom set of armor that actually peasants were fucked against for the most part. And then any peasant could pick up a gun and like shoot you. Like that's just. It's not great.
ZP's like, dude, this is so fucked up. Being nobility was awesome, and then they ruined it all.
To be fair, like people have done like basically mock combat, figuring out like how good knight armor was. And apparently, like good knight armor was really fucking good. Like you actually were not gonna get fucked up. Like if you had a like squad of knights, you were like doing like 40 KDA against the peasants.
People have done this, and I walk into ZP's house and open his closet, and there's like a full like knight like set of plate armor. And he's like, people have been studying this, guys. A lot of people have been studying this one. And it's just ZP in his backyard.
Being a knight was pay to win? Yes. Being a knight was actually like hilarious pay to win.
Do you think there was tier lists for like medieval armies back in the day? Do you think they were tier listing? Do you think they had like you know, like they had like plat chat but for like, you know, which medieval armor was better?
Warfare.
Yeah.
Medieval Warfare plat chat.
Well, think about it this way, Waterbug. Like to get a knight armor, like you need a blacksmith who is one of the most highly skilled people around to like spend an inordinate amount of time making you a custom suit of armor. Like you're not getting that custom suit of armor unless you're fucking rich.
Wait, that's a really.
Oh
no, they had lamp, but they had lamp, but they had lamp. He wasn't gonna die.
If he got
yeah.
a remake kill, I was gonna be like.
He had lamp. He wasn't gonna die.
A fun fact: plat chat in the Middle Ages would have disseminated through written pieces only. It would have been written. You had to read plat chat yourself. You couldn't even listen to it as a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, also only the upper, only like the clergymen. Only the clergymen could have read it because they're the only ones that could read.
Everyone's
widely.
illiterate. The main populace is illiterate. That's true. Yeah.
We would have a very religious audience.
Plat chat in the Middle Ages would have only been for the nobility.
Wait, they're gonna get held. They're not gonna cap second. They're not capping second, right? They're not capping second. They just lost to Alari. The Alari, like Lisuman actually kind of dicked on these guys for this.
Wow.
Yeah. Lisuman
huh?
actually had an insane Alari gameplay.
There was one embarrassing moment on B where like he just couldn't hit Finn at all after dropping a solo stun on him. The idea of finding ancient plat chat scrolls cracking me up. You're an archaeologist going through the Greek archives. You're going through the Library of Alexandria if it didn't burn down, and you just find Greek plat chat scrolls, and they're like, holy shit.
You're like, who came up with the idea of like Dr. Robotnik back then? Like, what the fuck?
What does that have to do with plat chat?
Well, the golden age of plat chat. Although, I don't know if he actually.
Josh did not have a must. You know, I'm fact checking you. I'm your Politico right now.
If he did, it was at the tail end. Like, I actually don't know if he ever had like that on the OW.
Brennan's Soldier of the Week. Brennan's footman at arms of the week. That is a good one. That's a very good one. Dude, I think we might have broken the curse. Zeta might actually, they might drop this map here. When put against the overwhelming force of not being able to play Orisa, the overwhelming force of Zeta Division not being able to play Orisa.
Yeah.
They've
just ban Orisa for one map, and that's your free map.
They're Orisa merchants.
Who is the most valuable mounted yeoman?
The what now?
The mounted yeoman. But to be fair, first of all, yaoi men, those are that's men having sex with other dudes. Just gonna put that out. It's a yeoman. Okay? Yaoi men, those are men having sex with other men. It's a yeoman. Yaoi men need that. We need that. The king fucking like one of the kings being like, bring me my yaoi men, and I'll come out to the court. It's like the French are invading. Quick, we need our yaoi men, and all the guys are just making out in the fields.
When the king says, "Where is my weekly plat chat scroll hosted by Johnny the Wizard?"
If I heard my king say that, that's instant grounds for revolt.
True.
Instant revolution.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be employed anymore.
Oh my god, AGG fucked them on this. Dude, wait, they're actually falling over without Orisa. They don't know what to do.
It's not just that. Flora's getting cooked. Flora can't get a kill unless he's shooting into a grab.
But the thing is, he knew how to play the other day. What happened? And
This guy flips a coin every time he shows him the server.
because, like, yes, you could say it was like, well, he's on a Cassidy, but like he played the Freya pretty good the other day too. Like his Freya was pretty good. It is an interesting question why Bernie is also not on Sigma. Where is Bernie Sigma? Bernie Sigma be like,
I don't know if Zeta plays
the
Sigma anymore.
1% have too many ults. I'm gonna shield it.
I haven't seen him play Sigma in a long time actually.
that was that good? That something? Is Bernie Sigma something?
Yeah, was there a plat chat for the Coliseum? That would have been a good one for having a plat chat.
I mean, the fucked up thing about that era, though, is that, like, when you get your tier list wrong, you probably just get, like, fed to the Lions. The Lion did concern himself with the tier lists. Specifically, the people who made the bad ones.
Bernie Sigma on Circuit Royale. I am once again asking for Orisa. Dude, I'm dying out here. Chat, I'm dying out here. The call's not reacting. The call's not reacting to Bernie Sigma. I'm dying out here. Help. Help, chat. The call's not reacting to Bernie Sigma. Chat, what do I do? How do I come back from this? How do I come back from that one? The call, they're just walking past it. Double down. Triple down.
Probably because it's a full ruin now and there's really nothing in there except ruins.
Fake
But
the
it's also,
pregnancy.
like,
Oh,
just
so
even
true.
The scale of it is way smaller than you'd think.
This guy's like, I've been to Allegiant Stadium. That stadium's better. I've been to SoFi. That's better.
No,
We
I'm
make
just
better
saying
shit than
because-
this, like-
no, it's the perception that you get from like the media, like watching Gladiator. Like, holy shit, this is an enormous thing, and it's just not at the same scale that it's represented.
Yeah, but people still died in there, Hex. Have some respect.
Yeah, Hex.
Not as often as
Too
you think,
soon.
though. Like,
Too
the
soon.
Gladiator wasn't always this crazy death sport, because you think about it, if you owned a Gladiator, you didn't want to be replenishing your Gladiator stock every week, right? They would have fights and people get hurt.
Okay, they
but not
capped.
Every Gladiator duel resulted in a death.
You know what, Heck? In this precinct of Rome, we back the blue. The blue being the gladiators. Okay.
The
So,
thin Gladiator line.
The thin gladiator line is what keeps me from being
Is that right?
bored.
Okay.
It's what prevents us from being
saying the
bored.
word
Okay.
Gladiator, or we're gonna like summon the Gladiators song. Like it's gonna happen.
Why would I go to the Great Pyramids of Giza when I can go to the Bass Pro Pyramid in Memphis? That's so true.
They got a good
I think
point.
the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid is better. Does the Great Pyramid of Giza? Do they have stores? Do they have bathrooms? Is there a mall in there?
Is it a hotel? Can you rent a room?
Is there a
inside?
hotel inside the Great Pyramid? I didn't think so. Americans make better pyramids. There it is.
Also, that reminds me, I was talking to a friend who did EWC in a different game, and they said that their biggest mistake of doing EWC last year is that they thought like it would be a good idea to like have their flight back connect through Egypt because they were hoping they could see the pyramids on the way in on the flight, and instead like it was a shitty flight, the airport was really bad, and it was a terrible mistake, and also they didn't see the pyramids.
I was gonna say, unless you fly over the pyramids, you're not gonna see the pyramids.
I was gonna say how does this relate to the pyramids, but he brought it back. He brought it back. Avril only views things through the lens of consumerism. Actually, you know what? That's true. Bernie Sigma would want to change this about us. If Bernie Sigma was in charge, Avril wouldn't be so like consumerism pilled. Dude, this fucking sun was so fucking big. Good double down, thank you. Eventually they're gonna laugh at the Bernie Sigma one. If I keep bringing it up in the call, they're gonna laugh at Bernie Sigma. If I just
Avril,
keep
you know
doing
you
it.
can save money on your exports to the U.S. if you just move to the Penguin Island.
I will say though, when the aliens return
Huh?
and they visit the pyramids and they go to the Bass Pro Shop, you're like, wait, I don't think we built this one. Who approved this one? This one looks a little recent.
The funny thing about that
That'd be
is
very confusing.
that pyramid just existed, right? And it was just kind of like a thing.
The Memphis
And
pyramid?
then a guy bought it and turned it into a Bass Pro Shop. So it's not like it was built.
So
with
what
the
did it used
intention
to
of
be?
Being a Bass Pro Shop.
What did it used to be then?
I think it just used. I don't know. I think it just used to be a space. Or I don't know. I don't know if it was.
What, it was just a
retail
hollow
store or not.
pyramid?
Well,
There's
no,
nothing
no.
in there?
I think the
Like,
guy.
what?
I think the
know,
guy
but I
that
know it
originally
wasn't-
built it, he was planning to also be entombed on it, like a pharaoh. And they were like, "No, we're gonna
Okay.
use this. We're gonna use this for something
He was
else."
planning to be entombed.
Yeah, he was
in
gonna
a-
be.
in a
He was gonna be
pyramid in
entombed. in it.
Memphis.
Yeah, they were gonna bury him
Okay.
there with all of his like bush apple cans. They're gonna put him there
But
with
you
the
know
bush
what?
light apple cans.
I would like to be entombed in the esports pyramid in Vegas. That's where I want to be entombed.
At the Luxor, you can't afford that.
Yeah, it's true.
No, the esports pyramid.
It's inside the Luxor.
Is it?
Yeah.
You don't have the cash for that, man.
Wait, what? Hang on, I'm gonna do this. Esports pyramid.
First of all, there's no such thing as the esports pyramid. It is a like fucking bar inside a casino.
Yeah, esports arena Las Vegas, the HyperX pyramid. What are we talking about?
Who do you think is gonna be the first esports pharaoh they bury in there? Okay, goodbye, ZB. What do you think is gonna be the first esports pharaoh they bury in there?
Vegas. ZP's going to Vegas right now to get the on the ground report.
I feel like the Z
HyperX
pharaoh.
Arena Las Vegas at the Luxor. It's in the fucking Luxor.
Oh my god, it's inside the Luxor?
Yeah, the Luxor is the big pyramid hotel in Vegas.
UB? I don't think they're putting UB in the esports pyramid. I don't think they're entombing him. Faker? I could see Faker. They could put Faker in there. Except instead of doing like you know how the ancient Egyptians, they like took out all their organs and put them in jars. You put like all of Faker's peripherals in like jars and shit next to his tomb. Put like his mouse and his keyboard.
What you're looking at, Avril, is just a banner that they hang on the outside. That changes based on their whim.
Oh, right? So this pyramid that I'm looking at
is
the Luxor.
Not right.
It's not always. It doesn't always say esports arena Las Vegas.
It does not.
Like 24/7. Okay. So what is it usually? What's usually on it? So this entire pyramid is the Luxor.
Yes.
And inside of the Luxor, somewhere is
a smaller pyramid.
Arena.
Yes, there's a smaller pyramid inside of that. Yes.
Well, that's the pyramid. I'll be buried inside the small pyramid. That's fine.
Okay, but if you have to compete with Faker, he already got dibs.
No, Faker can have the big pyramid. He can have the entire.
He doesn't
Luxor.
get
I'll
the
be inside
Luxor. He doesn't get the Luxor, unfortunately.
Why not?
Because it's still.
He's rich enough.
No, he's not. Unfortunately, he's not.
What do you mean? Isn't he rich as fuck?
Not like Luxor pyramid pharaoh rich. He's like small Luxor pyramid pharaoh rich.
Oh, he doesn't have to own the Luxor. He just needs to buy a plot inside the Luxor where he can be entombed. That's just like buying a room.
According to the internet, the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid was originally a sports arena, and the University of Memphis used it for college basketball for 13 years.
Okay, what? It's a sports arena. What?
Me going to the Bass Pro Shop like sports pyramid and being like, and now for our halftime show, it's fucking Anubis. And Anubis walks out and he's like holding fucking like scythes and shit. And he just like reaps my soul.
여러 가지 것들을 좀 생각했었던 그 전장 할리우드에서 양 팀의 네 번째 세트가 또 진행이 되겠고요.
What the fuck is there to do in Memphis? Not much. Go to a pyramid.
Go to the pyramid. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. What do you mean? Dude, if I ever went to Memphis, I would absolutely go to the Bass Pro Shop.
Isn't that where Elvis is buried? Go to Graceland.
No, he's buried in Graceland, yeah. Also, he's not even dead. What are you talking about?
Wasn't Graceland near Memphis?
Yes, I think it is in Memphis, isn't it?
Do
Graceland's
it
Wild
in Memphis,
Weasel.
right?
Thank you for the prime. Do it fart? Oh, buddy.
Elvis Presley's
You know.
Memphis at Graceland. Yeah. I don't know. I've never been to.
Who here's been to
Memphis,
Tennessee?
Dude, Elvis is definitely not dead because I just saw Jacob Elordi in the movie. And he was playing Elvis. So Elvis is alive and well.
Oh, you mean Austin Butler?
No, it wasn't a Jacob
Do
Elordi?
it fart.
I think
movie
there
are
was
you talking about?
no, there was two Elvis movies. There was one with Austin Butler and one with Jacob Elordi, I believe.
The other one was Priscilla. That was
But
based
yeah,
on,
but he was Elvis. But he was Elvis though.
Right.
Wasn't the one with Austin Butler? Wasn't that one where Tom Hanks is doing the fucked up accent as the Colonel?
Yeah, he's doing Colonel Parker
Yeah.
in a
I've
fat
seen
suit. No, it's a good movie. I watched it. It was a really good movie. I watched it on my flight, either to or from Saudi last year. I actually thought it was a solid fucking movie, actually.
I think you're a solid
Like, and
movie.
me, as someone that doesn't
it's
know
wild to
Elvis
give an
songs,
endorsement
and
about a movie by being like, I saw it on a plane. Like that doesn't.
That's the best way to
it's
do
not
it.
a movie I would. It's not a movie I would pay to see. And I'm sitting on a long ass flight and I'm browsing the movies, and there it was. I'm like, all right, I'll take a look.
Oh, I'll have a look. You know we'll have a look.
Take a look at this Elvis movie.
Take a look at this here Elvis movie.
That was good. He was really good, actually. Austin Butler was pretty good in the movie. He was convincing.
He's
I'm not
very
even a
hit or
big
miss
Elvis
for
guy.
me. Sometimes I like Austin Butler, and sometimes I.
You're not a big Elvis guy? Is that so?
I've only seen him in 2 things.
So you're not gonna watch the Elvis revival tour where they're putting him as a hologram with Hatsune Miku and they're gonna be singing together?
And you can see an impersonator at the Luxor. I bet you there's been an Elvis thing at the esports.
Dude, I see.
Are
impersonate-
AGG?
when I was
By the
in-
way, are AGG about to play Sorb? They're about to play Torb Sim. Some Sorb. They're about to play
Okay, that's
Torb
weird
Sim
as
here.
fuck. And Pelican's chosen the exact counter. Fire dismantles that shit so easily.
They're going
Or not.
well, you
Maybe
say
I just
that.
lied.
You
Me
say
when I
that.
lie.
You
Me
say that.
when I lie. He doesn't know where
Can
the
we
turret
get
is.
the
The problem is he didn't know where the turret
Elvis
position is, but now he
appearance
knows.
A Zeta Division be like, Pelican, can you check this one out and lets him go through the door of death? Flop. Think of
The
it, tier
door
one.
of death is like 6 turrets on the other side.
It's like the Scooby-Doo gag where they go into the room and like the bookshelf turns, and then he's just like on the other side, he's fucking dead.
Fun
other
fact,
side
Austin
is a car
Austin
wash.
Butler actually did a lot of his own singing in that movie. Fun fact.
I don't watch musician biopics anymore. They're all the fucking same.
Oh, so you're telling me you didn't watch the Timothy Chalamet one, huh?
What, the Bob Dylan one? I did
Yeah.
not. I also could
what did
not tell you a single Bob Dylan song, so.
Like he did Bob Dylan?
Yes, he did Bob Dylan.
What? I didn't know that.
Dude, Pelican has died to turrets twice. He has died to some form of turrets twice now. Pelican has died to a torp turret, and Flora died. Flora died to AIDS turrets. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
This team, I'm telling you.
And Maka
this
just
team
fell
is
off
cooked
it.
without
Maka
Berta.
just fucking fell off the fucking top
No,
of
he
the
got
building.
speared. No, he got speared.
Oh,
He
did he
got
get
speared.
speared?
That's
Okay,
different.
okay.
Yeah, he got speared.
Oh shit. Oh, they fucked up the lamp. Wait, Maka just fucked up the lamp.
This team is so cooked
Wait,
without Berta, I'm
dude,
telling you.
Lisa actually fucking is owning.
Oh my god.
They actually, they have
even with
Bernard Rissa. They have
playing out of
Bernard
his
Rissa.
mind. I know, even with Bernard doing all he can, which by the way, he finally destroyed the turret, the rest of Zeta is still getting cooked. What's going on? How's AGG winning?
I don't know. I haven't watched a ton, but I look at the roster and it's several of the most inconsistent players that have ever played professional Overwatch. So it's not.
Who won Poker Face or Onside? Onside won by a lot. It was huge. One of the largest landside victories ever seen by Onside gaming history. My goat Heiser is washed, unfortunately.
Was it a big beautiful win?
It was a big, beautiful win.
Oh,
It was
that's
a
good.
It was definitely a BBW. Okay, they put Pelican here on the flank yet again. They finally done it.
That's right. AGG did actually 3-0 Zeta like 2 weeks ago. True.
Okay, it's an amazing wall. It's one of the greatest walls we've ever seen.
Who's paying for it?
Looks like AGG.
Okay.
Looks like AGG. Oh, the Terra Surge on Finn is actually nasty. They pulled, dude. He fucking Jasmine actually just yoinked Finn off the fucking high ground. Okay, that's not all data turrets. Not all data turrets challenge. Activate. Not all data turrets. There's still a Torb turret. It's still here. They don't know what to do about the Torb. They can't defeat him.
I can't wait to see
They can't defeat
kill on
him.
the turret. I can't wait.
Run. Dude, these turrets are fucking them. Okay, they did it. They finally did it. They finally
scene,
fucking
mate?
did it.
What's the format for city matches? Everyone plays around robin, and the first seed and the second seed get directly put into the semifinals, with the first seed getting opponent choice as well, which is really strong as an advantage. In a single elimination playoff, by the way, I might add.
All true, by the way. Everything he's saying is correct.
Yep. Verified by real American patriots.
Yeah, this is fact checked by True American Patriots. Double M Architect Doom Bap Ilari is certainly a comp. I mean it's actually just like, it's like the fucking like custom StarCraft game mode where you're playing like the Helm's Deep mod in StarCraft and the Zerg rush is just like attacking and you're the Terran. Anyone ever play that when they were younger? Did anyone play like custom
I
StarCraft
played
games?
something similar to that. Yeah, I played similar stuff to that. That sounds pretty familiar. Tell you what, that shit was way more fun in Warcraft 3 though.
Dude, Footman Wars in Warcraft 3 was goated. I love Footman Wars. I don't know if you ever played that one.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a classic.
That one was goated. Okay, they force the lamp and they force the window. The window is actually literally can see nothing. It's a window that sees nothing, nothing but open sky. Why does Jasmine not swap to Penny so they can have a deployable? That's so true. That's a good point. They should go Penny Parker. Okay, they break the hold. They're chilling. They're chilling. They just put Pelican now on the.
Why don't they
choke.
just counter every DPS ult with a giant transcendence from their 10 supports? Why were they dumb?
Have you ever
Like
played
stupid?
D&D? Yes, I've played D&D many times. I've played D&D many times.
Thoughts?
I think they should be doing that, honestly. I think they're stupid for not.
No, thoughts about D&D.
Oh, I mean, it's fun. It's good and all. I mean, I have nothing against it. I prefer to play D&D. I prefer to play it in like the Larian Studios method of playing like Baldur's Gate, because I hate the act of like character creation and having to go through the actual character creation sheet is annoying as fuck for me. I'd much rather just track in a digital format. Oh my Bernard, he's doing it again. Mods, help. Admin, ref, do something. Ref, do something. He's doing it again. He's got a Terror Surge too. He's gonna go. Oh my god, dude, Bernard. Like, stop him. Stop him.
Mods, make him re-roll his character and go through the character creation process again.
Dude, Bernard is literally just fucking pounds on the Orisa.
He is the best Orisa in the world. I don't care what anyone thinks. In my mind, there's no one better than Bernard right now on this hero. He's so clean on this hero. It's insane.
Putting that statement to like the Dos Equis commercial, he is the best Orisa in the world. You know what I'm talking about? Probably not. Hex isn't here, so he didn't. He would know what I'm talking about.
Play obscure final boss. I've yet to play that. I still gotta play it.
I also want to play that. I'm really like Japanese RPG, like turn-based RPG pilled after playing Persona. So I gotta play that. Technically, that's not Japanese. It was made by like a French guy, but
Yeah, I was gonna say Clear Obscure is not Japanese, but we'll give it to you.
I mean, anyways, you think France is the Japan of Europe? If you think about it. Have you looked at metaphor? Yes, I've used many metaphors in my life. I've not only looked at them, I've used them.
Aid, he's back. All gamers gaming.
All
They're back?
gamers gaming. All the girls are girling.
All girl gamers. Oh, it's over. Flora just swapped the cast. It's officially over. Flora's had enough. He's actually gonna play here, and he knows how to play.
Okay, they get a recontest here. They definitely get a recontest. Who's touching? It's gonna be Bernard, right? Who's touching? Who's touching? Who's the toucher? Who's the toucher?
No one.
Who's the toucher?
No one.
What the fuck was?
No one. 0 people. None of them.
What the
Not a
fuck
single
was
one.
Zeta Division doing?
Not a
What?
single one.
I was watching. I was literally watching
want
them
you to
like
know.
they were going for the like they were walking in. They were walking in. I'm like, okay, like they're going for the long route, sure. But there's 10 seconds on the clock. Who's touching? And they just
I want you to know.
didn't even bother.
3 people on Zeta had ultimates.
Yes.
And Finn was like 10% away. Finn was like almost on to window as well. So they basically had 4 ultimates. And then they just didn't touch.
I
That was
don't
so
know.
egregious.
Like, what the
I've
fuck
seen
were
that
they
so
doing?
Egregious. I got a first-time chatter who just question marked because he can't believe what he just saw.
A first Garf question mark? Dude, I mean that's actually fucking insanity though. Like that might be one of the worst C9s I've seen in a while. Because they actually had everyone alive, multiple ults, and they knew the time. They even had a fucking Bernard was alive. The
think,
Lion does not concern himself with touching the point. That's true.
I think Bernard had to touch because he
did, yes, he did.
spin for it.
He should have been the one to
They
touch.
They had no Tracer, like no like divers, no Genji or anything, no Lucio. So I guess it must have been Bernard's job to touch, and they just didn't do it in time. I think their team just like they were talking about was like who's touching, and then everyone's like, oh shit, I think it's you, Bernard, and then he just runs it. And it's too late.
If they didn't want attackers advantage. Ah, I see. No attackers advantage, of course. Okay, TP. They've taken the high ground. Dude, fucking Flora peeking the and getting hit by 3 turrets.
He's just using himself as bait.
Oh, that was a really good boot from Alfie. That was a really good spear from Bernard. No, they still lose their healers. But who will heal the healers? Oh!
Oh shit, he's doing it. He's doing it.
Oh my.
My lemonade.
Flora spraying the verified overwatching player spray. Oh, brother.
I like to spray that in quick play. Me personally. No one ever reacts to it. Sunjin just got blown on. You see
the
that?
fuck? Sunjin was the only guy up there. He was the only guy.
He solo TP'd into 5 players and got blown up faster than I've ever seen anyone get blown up.
He was the only.
That was so good.
Wait, that's so alpha. That's
insanely
alpha
good.
as fuck, though. I'm not gonna lie. That's alpha as fuck from Sunjin. That's so fucking alpha.
And then he just swaps off Symmetra. Is like, well, I'm done with that.
That's actually so fucking alpha from Sunjin.
Goes by himself. Oh my god.
He wanted to swap quickly. Sunjin's like, I could walk back to the spawn doors, or I could just insta-gib myself.
He's checking the position. He goes up dice. Like, yep, they're all there.
They're there, guys.
Yeah, it's all 5.
Oh, this window's ass. This window's so ass. I'm sorry. This window. I
Bernard
mean,
pushed them off. Bernard's positioning was amazing. He
Yeah.
just like fully spear spin them all off the map, off the high ground rather.
well, but I don't know what AG was thinking. AG was thinking there because like they had to know that he was gonna have spear spin. Like they were just gonna walk up there and they're gonna just play. This is like the oldest strat in the book on Hollywood Second is that you have your tank and like Lucio players here to just like boop you off. Like why do they think they could just free commit that?
I can't. Who windowed first? Because if Zeta windows first,
It was
I think
Maka.
we just back off of AGG.
It was Maka.
Oh, was it?
Maka
Oh, that's
windowed
rough
first,
then.
but then they got booped, and then Finn just like counter windowed. Pretty sure it was Maka. Okay, what the fuck? What is he doing? Was he baiting? Was he baiting with the elevator?
Go, Jasmine, go. Oh, that's bad. Did you see that?
Oh, I did see that. I did see that one.
That was fucking nice.
Yeah, but Bernard. Wait,
Bernard
Bernard had a
ulted.
Terra Surge to keep himself alive. He thought he was gonna die.
No, I think he was trying to pull someone
Oh,
off the
they're
high
all caught here. They're all caught here.
Yeah, but the lamp.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that like all of Zeta Division was crouched in the corner there as Aid walked towards them, and there was no one to stop them.
I thought you talking about the pulse ball. It was like, how am I more tied than you? You're on NA time zone.
I'm working past it.
Oh my god, I'm you from yesterday. I'm struggling right
I
now.
also had a gigantic male manipulator matcha latte today, so it's kind of powering me.
It's a male manipulator.
A male that manipulates.
All right, fair enough. It's in the name. All right, window me up. Window, show me the window.
Did you have that latte like 12 hours ago?
I did, but that's how sensitive I am to caffeine. One latte like 12 hours ago literally powers me through the whole day.
This guy has the highest caffeine sensitivity.
What happened to Freya? Freya is dead in the streets of Toronto, unfortunately.
Now, what happened to Freya is everyone likes to play Cass into Orisa so they can dink the Orisas. So
Yes.
that's why you're seeing Orisa Cass.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I think Cass is like, I mean, I don't know. I would say like maybe there's really Freya's like a better combo because used to be like Terra Surge like Freya, so there used to be like those like setups for the bolus. But what's your caffeine sense? Probably like a 10 out of 10.
Mine is 400 by 6.
Did you read feminist literature at the cafe with my matcha latte? No, I did something even more feminist coded. I watched Marvel Rivals.
Wow.
I did something more feminist coded. I respected women.
That's what Emily Bronte talked about in many of her books. Is how how some of the men that respected women the most drank matcha lattes and watched Marvel Rivals.
No joke though, Emily Bronte is so much better than Charlotte Bronte. Not even close.
I don't know who either of these people are.
Okay, but what about Charlotte's Web?
Well, that's becoming.
Okay, this window is goated from Maka. This window is goated. Like, unless,
Maybe
yeah.
though.
The window's goated.
Alright, they have just enough time to finish the map.
Oh,
they don't
they
have
might
to.
get
Wait,
staggered. They might get,
Zeta,
yeah, they don't have to. They don't have to.
Zeta C9.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
yeah.
AGG gonna win this.
They don't get
AGG
staggered.
about to win this.
No, they don't get staggered. They don't get staggered, so they have a chance. Alpha U will have beat. Alpha U have beat as well, so they're fine. Like they'll be
I
fine
want
for this
Zeta
fight.
to not touch again. That's what I want.
Imagine if AGG C9.
Oh shit, that would be crazy. Calling
Okay.
out Alfie or Ajax. Alright, I'm watching.
Alfie's
I'm
1
watching
HP.
Ajax.
Alfie's 1
I'm
HP.
watching it.
Oh my god, he nearly got picked on the
I'm watching
cross.
the Ajax. Oh, where is
Wait,
it? Show
dude,
me the
8 is
Ajax.
8's above them. Do they know? Do they know? They know. They
Who's
know.
pushing? Push the payload.
Dude, they went, but look what they did with Aid. Aid went to high ground hoping to like do a cutesy little play, and unfortunately like they had no damage, so fucking Zeta just walked all over them. Like they actually fucked
Dungeon's late
themselves.
pick as well.
That's actually huge for Zeta. Like Aid getting up there actually like saved Zeta's life, because now they're gonna have like double support ult and they're gonna have fucking DPS ults.
They're running out of time now. AGG have got at most 2 attempts, but really it's gotta be like 1.5.
Sim wall, yes, they do have a sim wall. You're right. You're objectively correct. Alfie's waiting up here to try to poop someone off. Nope, he says I've had enough. Oh, dude. Okay, I guess they just like. I thought they stuck it, but no, they just like fucking pulse. They just pulsed the TP. That was a 2-man. That was a 2-man beat. That was a 2-man beat. Yeah, that was a 2-man beat. Yeah.
He got destroyed there.
Okay, the sim wall actually just fucked them, and they got a 2-man beat. Wait, Finn's goated with it.
Jasmine, good pull from Jasmine. It's done. It's done.
They got
It's
a
done.
touch.
GG.
They got a touch.
It's done. No,
Where's
it's done.
floor?
They don't have plays.
They got a
Zeta don't
touch.
have players. Zeta don't
No,
have
it's
players.
over. Yeah, you're right. Map 5.
Zeta don't have players. By the way, I start to understand why every cast player picks the double flashbang now. Because if you throw that shit at melee range and they both hit, you just do damage.
Also, the other perk is kind of ass.
No, I think the other one is if you hit them in the head, you get 3 seconds cooldown reduction on the roll. Which, like,
Is that the
honestly,
pure
that's...
perk?
Yeah, it's the same. That's not bad. Like, if you can hit
Oh,
headshots,
yeah,
it's
the
pretty
greater
good.
perk. Yeah. The first
gonna
perk
put
is
on-
the
what is
one
this?
that changes like fan the hammer into individual shots.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah, it
average.
just feels fucking weird.
I think, and it's like, it's that or Deadeye heals you, which I think everyone usually takes.
I'm gonna post
Yeah,
an
well,
energy
they
drink I
changed
had in
that
Japan
to
on the
used to be,
Discord.
like,
Okay, I'm
Deadeye
looking.
refund
Where is it?
higher.
It's on the food channel.
So you could just spam
Yeah.
zoning Deadeyes.
Oh wait, it's in. You put it in general.
Well, AG keep it Jasmine. No, they'll keep Jasmine. They know
Wait,
that they
it's
can win
sick?
in the Arista matchup now, so they're going to keep Jasmine in.
Wait, it's sick as fuck.
Dude, by the way, for T1's sake, this is actually perfect. If AGG beat Zeta, Zeta beat Crazy Raccoon, and T1 beat AGG, which they did, then it's going to cause like a weird tiebreaker, which like is way better in my opinion for T1, because then if
That's real
T1 can get a good result versus Crazy Raccoon, or win the tiebreaker somehow with like better map differential, then you can secure top 2.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was looking at the Godzilla energy drink that someone found.
Okay, I was doing some mathematics in my head, but basically I'll summarize by saying AGG winning against Zeta is good for T1.
Okay, very nice. Who's the third person to call? It's not Albert. Yeah, it is Hex. This is hexagrams.
He's a little quiet for me. I've turned him up all the way, but he's still a little quiet.
Hexagrams is awake at just the perfect time for us because he gets up at 3 to 4 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah. I gotta go to the gym in a half hour here.
Do you take a pre-workout, Hex? Do you take like 80 milligrams of caffeine?
No, I just have coffee.
That's fine.
So in other words, he does take 80 milligrams of caffeine, but just in
I
coffee
mean,
and not pre-workout.
isn't a coffee? I guess it depends how many coffees you have.
A coffee can be considered a pre-workout, by the way, because it is something you take as a stimulant for the gym. Yeah.
Yeah, I do
So,
have
yeah.
like this stuff that's like a nootropic.
I just woke
with
up.
caffeine.
What's up,
I
Peter Blazy?
slept for 12 hours.
Wanted to sponsor
Dude,
one
a
of
12-hour
my
sleep
videos,
sounds
so
good as hell right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe I'll try some of that.
12-hour sleep
He's
sounds good as
drinking
fuck.
80 hexagrams of caffeine. Whoa.
Oh shit.
There it
Oh,
is.
Shit.
The lore comes full
I just
circle.
woke up. I've slept for 12 hours.
Found a pre-workout energy drink that's 200 milligrams of caffeine. Is that not just the Panera Death Lemonade?
Oh, that's I forgot about that
200 is
stuff.
200 is so much. I
That's
know
just-
people that drink
That's just the
that much
Panera Death
caffeine.
Lemonade.
Dude, I've heard of people that drink 1 gram of coffee a day. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? 1 gram.
1 gram of coffee? What?
Yeah, we're past milligrams. Bro's on 1 gram of caffeine.
I don't.
It's like, what?
So, are you saying caffeine? 1 gram of caffeine?
Yeah, caffeine.
I would say 1 gram of
caffeine.
coffee is not very much.
Of caffeine.
Can you turn up hex, please? Okay, I'll turn them up. I'll turn up for what?
I already have.
Well, that doesn't help my stream. No, does it? Does that help me? It does nothing for me.
What you don't realize is when you accepted my friend request, our audio became linked.
Interlinked. Did you ever hear Hex talk about coffee in your Discord? Interlinked. Do you know ZP has facts about random bullshit? Interlinked. Okay, I finally translated the can. It has 210 milligrams of caffeine. Yeah, that would kill me. 210 milligrams of caffeine would essentially be the equivalent of giving like someone that's allergic to peanuts like a peanut butter sandwich. Or some other peanut-based method of ingestion.
There's 95 milligrams of caffeine in a cup of coffee, so that's what, like 2.5 cups? That's not that crazy. I don't know. I end up drinking like probably a pot of coffee throughout the whole day.
Pot of coffee. Norwegian top-level cross-country skiers used to drink half a liter of coffee mixed with Coca-Cola. That just sounds awful. What do they call that? The enamel destroyer? Why would you do that? Why couldn't you just drink a full thing of coffee? Why does that have to be mixed with Coca-Cola?
For the carbonation. You don't like your coffee carbonated?
But like what? But it's not even. No, not really. To get sugar, why didn't they just put sugar in the coffee?
I think in Italy there's people who drink red wine with Coca-Cola.
That I've had that actually. I've had that. It is okay. It is okay. It is okay. I wouldn't say it's like great, but it's okay. It's also a thing in Spain. Red wine and Coke is also a thing in Spain. Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of Spain.
I mean, they might also do it in Italy. I'm not sure, but. It's Runasapi, of course. Good old Runasapi. Coca-Cola also has caffeine in it, so you get more. Okay, but couldn't you just drink more coffee? Because coffee also has caffeine, and then dissolve the sugar in the coffee. So I guess I'm not understanding why that would matter. Coke tastes better. I mean, I would say, okay, honestly, I think you are correct, but also it's a very different type of taste. Coffee tastes good in a different way. Coffee tastes good in a way that's mature and refined. Coke tastes good in a way that's like me. I'm like 12 years old. Isn't alcohol plus caffeine a recipe for a literal heart attack? Well, considering that vodka Red Bulls are very much a thing, I would say that most people aren't dying from it immediately, but it's probably not good for you. It's probably objectively bad for you, according to most medical science. I will say I've been really into mixing things into carbonated beverages recently, into tonics. A matcha tonic goes crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really a coffee tonic guy, though.
Tonics like an 1800s snake oil salesman?
Dude, I'm a lot. Well, I mean, a tonic in this case is like a sparkling water base, and you put like another liquid into it.
Tonic.
Mixing the coffee with the Coke probably helps it go down easier. How would that make it go down easier? Wouldn't that make it worse?
People who don't like the taste of coffee is essentially all it is. They want the caffeine, but they don't like the taste of coffee.
Well, no, this is for the Norwegian cross-country skiers specifically that we're referring. People who enjoy the taste of coffee need to be sent to the ball busting chamber. We'll put my testicles in there, buddy. I like coffee. I'm a big fan of coffee, okay? I like coffee. I like tea. I like LGBT equality. That one's for Pride Month. Want to add a little rhyme in there.
I think it's just palates. Like if you don't like coffee, you just don't like bitter stuff. You probably prefer sweets. And my palate's the opposite. I like bitters and don't like sweets. So like even when I drink like protein shake, it's like this cookie flavor. So I just put it in coffee instead of water. Otherwise.
Didn't you just get a coffee protein powder?
Yeah, but this is one I didn't have to pay for. So.
Okay, that's fair.
It's Samoa Girl Scout cookie flavored.
That sounds heinous.
Coconut.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds heinous.
It's not great, but you know, gotta get it down. Good macros, you know.
But why don't you just get in a different flavor?
Because again, this was free, so
Oh,
just gave
okay.
it to me. So
Okay, fair enough.
yeah, I have had coffee protein powder before, and it's pretty fucking great.
I've also seen, you know, instead you could skip the middleman. There's protein coffee. I've seen protein coffee as well, where it's literally a coffee drink, but it has
Those
protein in it.
pre-made ones are always like they're like just way too expensive for what they are, though. They're like end up being like $2 or $3 a serving. Whereas if you get powders, a good powder you can get for like $70.
Okay, Flora, don't all die to Flora challenge. Impossible. It's actually, dude, Flora, dude, what, they put him on the fucking Unk DPS, and it just works.
I think Flora's best hero has always been his Cass.
Which is, but it's crazy because he's just been so like meh on.
Yeah, but that's just Flora in a nutshell. That's been Flora for.
But
6
he's
years.
just been hard pounding recently.
He also has moments like that. Yeah, you never know which Flora.
He's just been fucking pounding, and he's been just like not good for a while. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, I don't know what this window is. I'm getting a little confused.
Just trying to get some sunlight in the morning.
Oh, what, did you go and sun your perineum?
Yeah.
Avril likes to go lean out his window and just like spread his cheeks to the sun.
I'm not shy. I'll do it out. I'll do it out in the open. That's fine. I don't have to hide in my room.
Out there at the naked happy baby yoga pose. In that sunshine.
Tea is good and coffee is not. I'm gonna be honest. If you like tea, you should like coffee because it doesn't make any sense to me why you wouldn't like both. But I mean, I
coffee
respect your
taste is different. Coffee taste is very different, to be honest with you.
But it's the same. But the thing is, it's the same.
taste.
It's the same like flavor profile of like bitter. So I feel like if you like bitter,
Is it? I don't think it is.
yeah.
Tea's
I mean,
pretty neutral.
I would argue that tea has like the earthy, bitter tones to a degree. Like it's not like it's obviously much more soft than coffee. It's much more like soft, but I do think like a black tea and like even like green tea to an extent, they have very earthy, sometimes bitter tastes.
It's umami.
What if you just have an Earl Grey? Like that's like a normal tea, like an English breakfast tea.
Well, the thing about Earl
like a
Grey is that
default
it's
tea.
really bad though.
And that's nothing like coffee, you know.
The problem with Earl Grey is that it tastes like fucking flowers.
Isn't that what tea basically is? It's just,
No, they put
Oh,
like
what
the
if you-
they put
You
like
can
the
technically make a tea out of anything, right?
The
So there's
Earl
stuff
Grey
like-
specifically,
there's
it's like black
dandelion
tea with like
and shit
bergamot.
like that.
It's black tea with like bergamot, essentially, like a floral, and it's not good. It's disgusting. I hate floral. I hate a floral taste. The only floral taste I kind of like is I don't mind jasmine green tea. Yes.
What about a lavender?
No, hate it. I hate fucking lavender. Put lavender in a drink. I think you should be executed in the town square.
Earl Grey is citrus overtones. Okay, I've
Yeah.
never looked into this that much, guys.
It is
I don't-
not citrus. It is bergamot. It is not citrus. Citrus would be good. Bergamot is bad.
You guys sound like wine tasters, fucking sipping teas and she's like, hints of bergamot, and earthy soil. From
I
the
don't know.
mountains of
I'm
Peru."
essentially just reading you the ingredients information.
I see. Bro
So-
with the bushel.
I love tea, but I only drink it iced. I don't like hot beverages.
Really, you don't like a hot beverage now and then?
No, I really don't. Like even coffee, I always have to put ice in it. Have it cold.
Oh, Dude, it really, you know, it feels like kind of honest Overwatch,
Oh.
except there's an Orisa on the field. Feels like very honest the gameplay that's occurring, except there's an Orisa and a Brigida.
I don't think Orisa's dishonest.
You think the
Overwatch
Orisa has
2
moved into honest
I
territory?
think Overwatch 2 Brig is pretty honest as well.
Bergamot is a citrus fruit? Okay, then how come it tastes like a flower? Explain that to me. Why does it taste like a floral?
Why does it taste like a Flora?
Why does it taste like a flora?
Speaking of Flora, we have Flora and Jasmine in this game.
That's so true.
This game is so T-coded.
Okay,
And he
okay.
just dropped on top of Pelican and fucking destroyed him.
They're just gonna rally into the backline? Sure, I'll take it. Dude, Lee Simmons had a really good series. I think Lee
he's
Simmons
pretty
actually had
solid
like a
player.
really fucking good
Oh,
series.
Jasmine. Oh, Jasmine.
I also think this is the best I've seen Jasmine look the entire like ever.
Dude, he's looking like he can compete with Burner. That's crazy.
Because Milgaru was like, I was like, when I was watching Milgaru, I'm like, oh, this guy's really good. Like, you put him on the Hazard, you put him on like Diva and shit. Like, Milgaru was pretty good. I never was impressed when Jasmine came in, but Jasmine has looked really good recently.
I think it's a meta thing. I think in the dive metas, you're like, oh, Milgaru's good, you know? And Jasmine's not doing it because all he's doing is playing Diva.
Dude, is
In
Zeta
like a-
really gonna lose AGG? My God, Zeta.
It
you
looks like it.
beefers.
123 to 53. It's a big difference right now.
These
I'm not
fucking
ready to call it,
beefers.
but it's a pretty big difference. Okay, they lost this fight.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the fucking bank still. Put that man in hot water and let him stew for 2 minutes. I mean, that's just Shogun. That is just Shogun. You're just doing the Shogun thing.
That is such cannibalism coded, that comment. Oh, yeah, yeah. This is the Runasapi that AGG full cap Zeta on 2 weeks ago. Yep,
They've changed.
I remember now.
They've
I
changed
remember
since then.
Now AGG are 20 meters away from full capping again.
Because it's just like I believe Plato said. I think it's not the same Runasapi, nor is it the same Zeta. I believe that was him. Okay, the new Vungada was useless. I mean, I respect using new Vungada to try to peel for a blade though. Jasmine dead. Not Plato? Damn it. Who said that? I mean, it's over. They're dying on point here.
It's not looking good, I'll say that much. It's doable if Zeta like pull it together right now and get a cap and just start getting like some. If Zeta can get, I will say 80 meters, I think it's still winnable for Zeta.
If they
But
got
right
80,
now,
if they
it's
got
looking pretty
80
bad.
meters, they're essentially tied in bank.
No.
What are you
if Zeta
talking
finishes
about?
80, they
What
get up
is-
to
If Zeta
80.
finished the map,
Oh,
it's
okay.
doable for them.
Okay.
Zeta-
I was like, what
Zeta
is he
completes
talking
the
about?
map.
No, like because they're at 53. If they get 80, they'll be at 80 meters. That's what I meant. If they get 80 meters, like scoreline wise,
Okay,
not
okay.
80 in addition to the 53.
Just woke up from a 6-year coma. Is this the Overwatch League? Yes, this is. Have you know Pelican? You've heard of Pelican before. You've heard of Finn.
6-year coma. When was the last time you watched Overwatch? 2019.
That'd be 2000. Yeah, you've heard of these
Season 2.
guys. You know Flora from New York Excelsior.
2019 was like Burner wasn't even in Overwatch League in 2019 actually.
Oh my! Get Flora. He's flooring all.
You've heard
Dude,
of
he's
Overwatch
dude.
League
He also,
champion
by the way, he's also doing. He's swapped to Freya, and now he's remembering how to play Freya again. Doctor, he's awake. Doctor, he's
Speaking of
awake.
waking up from comas. Speaking of,
They've awoken the beast. They've awoken the beast inside of Flora.
here we go. This is the chance. Zeta have to do it right now. This is the last chance, or they lose the map.
Is Michael in Overwatch League yet? Well, have they nerfed goats yet? No, because Flora is still pounding. My goat is still owning.
Haven't heard in a while.
They have 5 ults, man. Dude, this is just. I mean, Avril. I think if they get another 60 meters or so, like, they'll be in a pretty good spot.
I never said more. I didn't say 80 more meters. I said 80 meters. You're just- Oh, Laura died.
Nah, they have rally though.
it.
They have rally for Blade. Now they have rally for Blade. Surely they live.
No, the
Oh,
problem
really
is
good
Laura
flail.
can't respawn until Laura can't rejoin the team.
Oh, what a
time.
bash! They can't kill him. They gotta kill Lisa Min. Oh, they didn't kill him. They didn't kill Lisa Min.
He's so low. What the
Dude,
fuck?
they're healing him with the window too. Oh, they can't kill him. They can't kill the supports. Kill the fucking.
Bernard died.
Dude, Bernard
died.
can't do more. Bernard can't do more. Bernard actually
No,
can't
it's
do
over.
more.
Bernard died. The problem is we're about to hit OT. AGG gonna reset, and then when AGG reset, Bernard's gonna be too far away to rejoin the team. He actually needs to not be on Orisa right now to rejoin the team in time.
No, they got this.
It's
Don't
gonna
worry.
be 4v5.
No, Jasmine died late. Jasmine died late. They're fine. They're chilling. They're chilling. Look at this.
Where's Bernard? Where's Bernard?
It's fine. He's coming. Don't worry. Pelican's also on the God flank. Do you see Pelican on the God flank here?
Is he back?
He's on the God flank. He's been speared.
Back?
Oh, Pelican got speared. He's
Okay,
here.
Bernard's
He's here.
back.
Yeah,
Alright.
see, I'm telling you, it was fine. Jasmine died late. We're chilling. Wait, what a flail. Oh my god. They had the lamp. They had the lamp though. They had the lamp though. They can window. They can window for free. There's no lamp. There's no lamp. Oh my god.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.
Finn fucked up. Finn fucked up. Finn fucked up. Finn fucked up.
AGG.
Finn fucked up.
They really do put a GG in AGG, don't they? Holy shit.
The actual Beefington. The actual Beefington Supreme.
ZETA can't beat this team, man. ZETA cannot beat this fucking team. AG fucking G have done it, man. Oh my god.
To be fair,
just give it to him.
to be fair, I will say Jasmine did a really good job, like blocking Finn there. So it's not totally Finn's fault, but like Finn kind of fucked up there.
You always say weird shit like Beefington.
Okay, what do you want me to do, man?
I don't know why.
Me,
that
when I found
word
my new
cracks me up.
scapegoat on ZETA, now the scapegoat is gonna be Finn. We moved from Flora, it's gonna be Lisa Min. There we go.
Yeah, Lisa Min actually
based player
deserved it. Lisa Min actually did have a really
Actually
good
based.
fucking series, so. Oh my god, dude, I can't wait to shower after this. I'm gonna have a nice, like, 10 a.m. shower.
By the way, we're about to get a circle of suck if Crazy can beat T1. Then it goes Crazy
They
can
won't,
beat T1,
They
who
won't,
beat
though.
ZETA, who lost to AGG, who but ZETA then beat Crazy Kun. Okay, it works somehow. In my mind, it worked, but when I said it, it got weird.
They won't, though. T1 will win.
They will T1K.
What are you smelling like these days, King? You know, right now, I ran out of my usual small batch artisanal bar soap, so I'm using a Dr. Bronner's Lavender. Following that up with a little unscented body lotion and then a plum, sandalwood, and incense cologne.
And then a lot of butter that he rubbed over his
And
body.
then a lot of butter and animal tallow. A lot of beef tallow after that.
I'll be real with you. When I was in Toronto for the finals, walking around the streets of Toronto, there was one thing that I could distinctly describe that I smelled all the time. Toronto has a smell, and that smell is a smell of fucking weed.
Yes, that'd be
Everyone's
correct.
just openly smoking weed everywhere.
That would be
I'm like,
correct. There
holy
is a
shit.
lot of weed in
Everywhere
Toronto.
you go, it smells of weed.
That would be correct. There is so much weed. Orisa is a horse. Greater than farm animal. Farmer is a better horse than Bernard. Okay. I mean, I like the schizo post. I love the schizo post. Alright, predictions are started. I'm gonna get some water. Dude, the worst part about, I will say the worst part about doing the fucking Rivals co-streams before Korea starts is that I drink my allocation of slop before the stream starts. I never get to drink my slop during the Overwatch co-stream because I'm wasting it on the Rivals
Why
co-stream.
can't you increase the allocation? Why can't you
Because
get more?
because then I'd have to go to the store faster. It is kind of like I'm preserving my slop, you know? Oh, big stretch. Or buy more? Okay, well, I'm only in Toronto until Tuesday. So if I buy more slop, then if I don't finish it all, the slop will be left here. And my girlfriend doesn't drink the slop. So then she's burdened with
Why
the
not?
slop.
Why
She
does she
doesn't
drink
want
it?
to. She doesn't want to drink it. I don't know what to tell you. She doesn't like it.
What does she drink? What's her drink of choice then?
She's a Diet Dr. Pepper person. or a black tea.
Does she ever mix
Diet
them?
Dr. Pepper instead of Coke Zero.
Does
Yeah,
she
I
ever
know,
mix
isn't it?
them when she goes cross-country skiing?
Yeah, she mixes them when she does cross country skiing. She'll mix some black tea and Diet Dr. Pepper. For we call it like the colon destroyer.
Dr.
She-
Pepper's got kind of like a licorice taste, right?
Diet
a
Dr.
very
Pepper.
unique
Yeah,
taste.
it's a unique taste. It's like kind of like it's it's
an
not
acquired
herbal.
taste.
Is it medicinal? Is that the right term? I don't think that's the right
I
term.
don't know. I couldn't. I've only tried it like once or twice, and I just wasn't. It just wasn't doing it for me. It was just a little bit of a weird taste.
It is. It's almost like it's not spicy in that it's hot. It's like spicy as in like it's a spice.
Like a spiced
drink.
rum.
Yeah, something like it, I think.
But
that's
Dr.
kinda
Pepper,
got
dude, listen, Dr. Pepper is goated. I do like Dr. Pepper. Diet Dr. Pepper, I think is trash.
A
that. But they
medicinal
say it
drink.
tastes just like regular Dr. Pepper.
I do. It's not. It doesn't.
You know
Diet
what's
Dr.
actually
Pepper
really
does
good
not
Dr.
taste like
Pepper?
Dr. Pepper.
They have a cream soda variant for Dr. Pepper, and it's pretty fucking great.
First, Garfier, why is your name anti-malware? Or is it totally different reason? It is a totally different reason, but I understand why you'd be confused. The malware company themselves was also confused and have asked me to change my name. I said no. But I can understand your confusion.
Just tell them you're a pirate.
Okay, now I actually have to go pee, though. I need some water.
제가 오늘 디코방이 꼭 이긴다고 했는데 아슬아슬하긴 했지만 약속 지켰습니다. 응원해 주셔서 감사합니다.
네, 자 이렇게 오늘 두 번째 경기 승리팀 AGG 이수민 선수 만나봤고요. 저희는 다음 경기로 돌아올게요. 크레이지 라쿤과 T1이 기다리고 있습니다.
Pacific got single England playoffs. What's their qualification format like? X, you a big Marvel Rivals guy now?
Not really, no. I just don't really play games that much anymore. I still like watching and doing broadcasts
Yeah.
and stuff, but like I'm more concerned always with just like how does the show look? How can we do a good show? Or stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm
fair enough.
I'm producer pill right now, so. But yeah, I don't know. I just really don't enjoy playing video games that much. I'll play Overwatch on occasion still. I feel like I do think it's the better game than Rivals. It plays better, feels better to play. But no, I mean, like, it's fine. I get it. I understand it. It's a hero shooter and it's fun to watch. But I don't know. I don't have any ambition to be like a Marvel Rivals caster or anything. If we need a host, I'll do it just because it saves our budget for free and it's not hard to be a host.
Yeah, do you have any ambition at all, though?
That's pretty true.
Well, that got existential.
I kind of
That
just
got
want to
very
like,
existential.
I kind of just want to sit at home and read poetry, like, is kind of my big ambition. But
Yeah.
I'm able to do that, so that's cool. I'm fulfilling my goals.
Dude, you should really get into matcha lattes. I think if you got into matcha lattes, if you said that, you'd be like a really good mail manipulator.
My next goal is to
Matcha?
read both Nietzsche and Kierkegaard, because I'm into both of their philosophies and I want to read everything that they write. That's my next goal. So no, it's not Rivals based.
The maca lattes. Yeah, the maca lattes.
Love it when my supports ignore me. Holy shit. I was dominating this Orisa as well.
All right, it's time to
I was
play. I haven't done
pretending-
connections yet. Let me do connections.
I was
Oh,
pretending to be an OWCS cast player, dominating Arissa's.
even better.
Too bad my supports are dog shit.
Oh, the higher or lower Spotify artist monthly listeners. Let's take a look. Guess which artist has more monthly listeners on Spotify?
No, my team's AFK, man.
Tiesto
Jesus
or
Christ.
Good Charlotte? It's gotta be Tiesto. Europeans love house music. Yeah. Tiesto, Two Door Cinema Club? Tiesto again. Very easy. Leon Bridges or Two Door Cinema Club? I don't know who Leon Bridges is, so I'm gonna go Two Door Cinema Club. But I might be wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know Leon Bridges. I didn't know Leon Bridges. You're so bad at this game. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Okay. Have we done Scrandle? Yeah. Yeah, we've done Scrandle. Here, I'll try one more time. I'm skipping this ad. Bro, get me out of the ads. I don't want the reward. What is the reward here? I have to watch it? Okay, fuck this website. I'm going to connections.
Chad, how hard am I thinking right now? I'm thinking pretty hard.
Me when I'm in bed. And I me to the person I'm having sex with in bed. Chat, how hard am I thinking right now?
Somebody in my lobby just said real Avril in the all chat. How do I respond?
Just say no. I'm the Dinkler.
I'm the Dinkler.
Say.
And then that story
the
will
Dinkler?
spread. That story will spread. You'll be like, I tried to talk to Avril at a grocery store in Los Angeles, and he said, "I'm the Dinkler," and then Dono walled me.
He said no one will ever believe you. And then he knocked a candy bar out of my hand.
She Diva.
He's just right in front of him. He's on the other team. It's too hard.
Icon. Legend. Oh, this is gay stuff. This is gay. Goddess. I feel like this is very LGBT centered. Let's see. I might be wrong though. Rat, bull. What is a dog? Africa by Toto. Boston. Ah, shit. Houston Astros. The Chicago Bulls.
Where are my supports, bro?
Heart. A purple heart. A something ribbon. A something arrow. Is it a hooch, perhaps? I don't know. I'm just gonna go like this. No, fuck. I mean, a blue? Could it be a blue? Is it an Astro? Is it a border? Let's try Astro. Fuck. Okay, so it's definitely this. Is it a blue? Is it a Toto?
Toto Africa?
No.
Toto team principal, Mercedes AMG, Petronas F1 team?
Fuck. Okay. So we know it's not blue and we know it's not Astro. So
Oh, I already did this one.
did you already do this one?
Yeah. My morning wake up is I have a tab that's just called puzzles, and it opens like this, Wordle, the New York Times. Right? Get my brain going for the day.
See, I feel like it's Rat?
Toto Boston. Are you going for the old band?
I was, because I saw Toto Boston, but I don't know any of the rest of them. So I'm trying to find the connection for me. I know Arrow, Ribbon, and Heart are recommended, but I don't know what the other one is. Arrow, Ribbon, Heart. And it's not Astro and it's not blue.
Wait, why do you have arrow, ribbon, heart? What's the connection?
I thought it's like stuff that you pin on things. Like you have a heart, a ribbon, and like an arrow, which are
Here,
things.
let me give you one cheat, and then I'm gonna go work out.
Okay.
Think about tattoos, common tattoos.
Oh, Well, you gave it away, but yeah, okay, sure. I see you now, Shirley. That one's fucking... I mean, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. I would not have gotten that. I'm gonna be honest, I would not have gotten that. No shot I would have gotten that. Literally no way. And then the only thing I know, I mean, there's Rat Bull, a Toto. Is it a Border Collie? Border Collie? No. Boston Terrier? Blue Heeler? Bulldog. It's dogs. Dog breeds.
It's dogs.
Bro's playing the association game.
It's terriers.
Okay. I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed.
All right. I'm gonna head to my gym. If the games are still going in 45 minutes, I'll hop back in.
All right.
I'm gonna jump. See you guys.
Border Terrier? What the fuck is a Border Terrier? I know a what the fuck is a Border Terrier? I've heard of a Border Collie. It's the answer? Okay, mods, break all the bones in their body. Break all the bones in their body, mods. Dogs of the screen. Okay, Astro, Blue, Hooch, and Toto. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I know a Rat Terrier. I know a Bull Terrier. I know a Boston Terrier. I've never heard of a Border Terrier, if I'm being honest. Google it. Okay, Border Terrier. They're ugly as fuck. What are the other? Boston Terrier? I like the Boston Terrier. I'm chill with them. I'm chill with the Boston Terriers. I'm chill with these guys. We're chill like that.
I'm chill with all teams from Boston.
So true. Bull Terrier? Oh yeah, these guys are. This is the target dog. This is the target dog. They look ugly, but they're kind of cute to me. So I do like a Bull Terrier. Rat Terrier. This one's gonna be the worst, isn't it? Oh no, this one's not bad. I'm cool with the Rat Terrier. He's chill. Alright. You know what, you think the Bull is cute and the Border is ugly? Yeah, I think Border Collie is ugly and I think the Bull Terrier is cuter. Sorry, I'll say it. I'm not afraid to say it. Do Wordle? Oh, I got time. I got time to do Wordle. You're right. Wordle.
Hi Avast, what are we?
What are we? We are playing Wordle. That's what we are, Dave Org. But thank you for the tier 1. And there's the second
Avast, what are we?
one. Let's do board. Let's do board in honor of Border Terrier. Okay, there's an O. Olive. Okay. Proms. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? What about stout? Thoughts? Double letter early, I know. Double letter early, I know. Okay, there's a T. There's a T at the end and an S.
I don't play Tracer, dude. That's why. Fuck me. Should have dashed.
There could be a shoot. No. Where could the S be? The S is not in front. What could this be? Is this like a hoist? No. I feel like an H. I feel like an H. Hoost? Roost? Roost. Thoughts? I'm going for it. Roost. I'm gonna end it. No, I'm not gonna end it. I'm not gonna end it. It's in the OST. 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 Official Naruto OST. In... What could this be? C? What? What the fuck? Boost? Is this Boost? No, it can't be. Bios? Frost? Oh, Frost. It's gotta be Frost. It's gotta be Frost. Have I used... No, it can't be Frost. I've used R. God damn it. Cost? What is this? Sios?
Oh man.
Oh,
So hard.
what is this? What the fuck is this? There's no A. Could there be two S's? No, there can't be another T. In. It can't be Boost because there's not a double O. What the fuck is this? What the fuck could this be? Could there be another S? Skost? Stost?
Bangadad was that?
What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh no, it can't be S either because I used S. I don't know what this is. What could this word be? What could this word be? What am I missing here? W. No. Cost, Brost. What is this? F? Fwost. It's Fwost. The Fwosty. Dude, what is this word? What the fuck could this word be? I thought I had it with Boost, but there's no double O. Is it co-host? No, that won't work. Chost? Chost, of course. Go. It's Ghost. Alright, well I did it. I got it. I got it. He began to believe. Yeah, let's just... I got it, okay? You saved yourself from a shocking. So, Avril, are you going for T1 in your prediction, by the way?
I think I got a good shot. I think Crazy Kun looked a little weak, but Crazy Kun are an interesting thing. Like, they bounce back pretty fast.
Yeah, but not as fast as T1, right?
평소에 그런 게 신경을 안 써요. 친하다 보니까 오히려 더 별로 신경 안 쓰고 그냥 묵묵히 자기가 잘하면 된다 이런 마인드입니다.
역시 냉철한 동학 선수입니다. 자,
Waiting.
팀들이 두려워하는 그 차례인데요. 크레이지 라쿤의 패배는 추진력을 얻기 위함이다. 문문문싸우르 발동의 그런 사전 조건이다. 라는 이야기가 많습니다.
Just leave call, bro.
왜 하필? 빠따 맞은 라쿤의 상대가 우리냐라는 이야기 굉장히 많이 하고 계시는데요. 한 번의 패배도 기회로 만들.
Yeah, this call really does love to leave me hanging. Is this not fucked up? Is this not fucked up for my fellow call members, chat? They just like don't say shit to what I'm saying. Isn't this a little fucked up? They're just like they don't respond to what I'm saying, even though I'm giving them content. Try the Bernie bit again. Let's try the Bernie Sigma. What is the T1 logo of your stream made of? I'll blow it up for you. Maybe you can tell. What do you think? What do you think it is?
Cause I'm locked in, sure. I'm fucking gaming right now. That's why. I'm fully locked.
What do you think that's comprised of? Is Rack Attack the one? No, it's all me, man. It's all me. I know Rack Attack's also a white boy.
지난번에도
It's all me all the way through.
한번 이겨본 경험이 있다 보니까
Wait, this is kind of wait. It's not aligned.
선수들도 자신감 있는 것 같아요.
Wait, did I move this?
경험이 있기 때문에
Are these lined up?
적어졌다, 없는 것 같다라고
Alright, we're good.
들어봤습니다. 자, 이렇게 양 팀의
There we go.
결과
Won the game. Love that. We do enjoy winning the game.
어떤 팀이 가져가게 될까요? 맵 세트 확인해 보시죠.
T1 of S kind of got ass. Yeah, you know me. I'm kind of throwing it back.
절대 피할 수 없는 승부. 크레이지 라쿤과 T1의 준비하고 있는 첫 번째 세트는
You know, Avril, I have been appreciating the way you've been leaving me hanging in the call recently.
What do you mean? Wait, what?
I've been appreciating it.
I was playing the best game of Sojin Freya Cass with 2 seconds of tracer that my chat has ever seen.
I'll let it slide this one time.
I actually did kind of dominate on Freya. I actually kind of did. Hello, Sepia.
Flora after losing to fucking AGG.
We can forget the tracer. Look, the guy used flashbang on me. He cheated. Okay, that doesn't count. If he didn't use flashbang, I would have lived.
True, that is a cheat.
all I'm gonna say.
That is a cheat.
This
Are
guy
we getting
fucking
puzzle
dishonest.
time with Jaws? Well, the problem with doing puzzle time with Jaws is that Jaws goes to bed at 7 p.m. Pacific time stat. And I wake up because of Korea time at like on average 2 to 3 p like around like 2 to 3 p.m. during the
What's
week.
puzzle
And then
time? What is puzzle time anyway?
it's just playing puzzle games. Like we'll play like co-op puzzle games. Like we used to when
How
I
come you're
was.
not playing? How come you're not playing co-op puzzle games with me, buddy?
Well, the thing is, I'm saying that I used to back when I had like like a regular sleep schedule for North America. But now it's impossible
You're-
because Jaws goes to bed
You're
at
on
7
my
p.m.
sleep
Pacific.
schedule.
I know.
You're
I
on
know.
my sleep schedule, which
I
means
know.
you can play puzzle games with me.
I know. I mean, I think that's what we're gonna have to do, Avril. I think we're gonna
What
have
puzzle
to do that.
games? What puzzle games are we gonna play? What's an example of a puzzle game we can play?
I have some good ones. There's a. Let me tell you, I have it saved. I have it
Oh, let me tell you.
Let's see. I just had it. I'm gonna open up my. I bookmarked it on my TikToks. Let's take a look. It was a good recommendation I got. Lovers in Dangerous Space Time. I want us
Okay,
to try
what the
that
fuck is
one.
that? I'm gonna have to Google that. Lovers in Dangerous Space Time.
Let's try that
It
one.
sounds like an anime gamer girl recommended game. What the hell is this? Surprisingly, this is a very wholesome looking game.
Yeah, we're wholesome guys, man. I also have some other ones, but I don't remember where I wrote them down. I wrote them down somewhere. I have some other. I think they're on my Steam list.
What
Pokemon
if we just played
Emerald, Soul
Helldivers?
Link with Avril. That's true. We could play. I've never played Helldivers.
What if we start a brand new Elden Ring run with a co-op mod and we can play that?
We could do that. I've never played Elden Ring before. We could do that.
See, that'd be a good time. That'd be a good time.
That could
Actually,
be
would
a
be
good.
a good time.
That could be good content.
It would be.
Except for the fact that I literally know nothing about like Elden Ring or Dark Souls because I've never played any of the games.
That's fine. Elden Ring was my second ever Dark Souls game. My first was Sekiro, which is, I'm told, is the hardest of the Dark Souls type of genre. And I decided to start on that shit for some reason.
You played Rat Souls? That's true. I did play Rat Souls, but it's not really from software. But
It is like a similar vibe though. Just imagine that, but a 3D game over the shoulder, third person instead of a 2D.
no, I mean I
platformer.
know what it is. I do know what it is.
Right. I'm just saying, like you've like kind of played the genre then a little bit.